Welcome to This Week in Fast Pitch, the podcast that keeps you up to date on the latest news, insights, and analysis from the world of fast pitch softball. Powered by SixFour3, we bring you the stories behind the scores, the personalities behind the players, and the strategies behind the game. Whether you're a fan, a coach, or a player, we've got you covered with expert analysis and insider information. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a deep dive into the world of fast pitch softball. This is This Week in Fast Pitch, powered by SixFour3, with your hosts, Jimmy Thomas and Kevin Bednowski. All right. We are a very special edition of This Week in Fast Pitch with our continued episodes of the high school media day preview. And we are down in Wake Forest, North Carolina at the SixFour3, and we are joined by the leadership of the Apex Friendship High School here in Wake Forest. We love it.
Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
That's a great song.
We are joined by Coach Peyton Harrell. Coach, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. Thanks so much for coming. And who did you bring with you this afternoon?
I'll let the players introduce themselves.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I play shortstop.
How do you say your last name?
Archambault.
Archambault. See, I told you.
Told you it was French.
I told you it was not Archambault.
It's okay. It happens a lot.
I may have screwed that up.
I screw it up all the time.
Yeah.
I just found out tonight, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Archambault sounds so much better.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Archambault.
Do you have a cool signature?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
It's very long, though. It takes a while.
Yeah.
All right. And Sydney.
My name is Sydney. I'm a junior, and I play outfield and pitcher.
Awesome. Well, welcome, ladies. We greatly appreciate you guys coming tonight, and we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. Okay. No, nothing to get too crazy about.
We're all up about.
We're all friends.
Or you can get riled up. If you
We're
want.
all friends. So
That
that was
friendship.
that was sort of my first question is how did the school get its name? Because we know there's Apex High School and then Apex Friendship High School. Where did the name come from?
So there's this, if you look outside the middle school, there's a poster or like a board saying Friendship School, the Friendship School, which was actually made in 1923, 100 years ago.
Ooh.
So I assume that's how like Apex Friendship Middle, High, and Elementary School came to be.
Cool.
Very good.
Is everybody friendly?
For the most part, yeah.
So let's talk some softball.
Not so much at Apex High School, though. I
No,
guess.
only friendship. They send all the mean kids over to Apex. So let's talk softball a little bit. What happened last year? How did your season end? How did it end? Where did it end? How did it end?
And at Hoggard, it was the first round of playoffs.
First round of district playoffs? Or I guess it might be a little
We're
district
the
down here.
conference,
state
I think.
playoffs.
Conference. State
Yeah,
playoffs.
State.
So we finished 13-6 overall. So we finished second in the SWAC, which is the first time that Apex Friendships finished second.
Nice.
The top two teams get out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually took 5 teams to the state playoffs from the SWAC, so it's pretty competitive. After a really long rain delay, we had to travel, 3 hours to the beach, and we came up a little short, but for the most part.
What were the expectations going in?
A good game.
A good
it's
game?
Definitely a powerhouse of a team, and they're very intimidating, but it ended up being a pretty good game.
Who is the team?
Hoggard.
Hoggard? Where's Hoggard from?
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts?
In like Wilmington, I think.
Okay.
Around that area.
All right.
Yeah.
And so what's the team last year compared to did you lose a bunch of people? Do you got a bunch of new athletes coming in? What's it look like this year?
We lost a few seniors that were very important, and we miss them dearly. But this year we have a lot of new people coming in, and we feel confident in our players' abilities.
Sydney also went to media training.
Yeah.
Oh,
prior.
she did,
Prior.
Yeah. It's the test she had to pass to get into friendship, you know what I mean?
So are the goals lofty this year? I mean, are you looking to get advanced further than you did a year ago?
Definitely, yeah. I feel like our freshman class is very strong, and we have a lot of returners that are definitely going to help the team in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, the goal is to make it, we want to, not revenge, but, Apex Friendship kind of stung, losing in the first round and seeing other teams in your conference, make it farther than you did. So I think the goal would be just to, one, we want to win the SWAC. Two, we want to host a playoff game. We haven't ever hosted a home playoff game. So I think with this group, we're going to be able to do that.
Who are the in the SWAC? Who is the competition in that conference?
So Apex for sure, Panther Creek, Holly Springs, and you really can't sleep on Green Level
or Carry.
It's not like you're going to go over there and be like, oh yeah, we got it, because all of these teams can come up and beat you at any given time.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask that. So we've come down from, it's pretty competitive up there where we are in high school softball, but in a lot of parts in the country, high school's a little different than the travel teams, right? Because you pull from different areas. Your team may have different levels of experience. Is there a big transition between high school and travel ball down here, or is the high school ball pretty competitive and not a huge turnover?
I'd say that in our conference it's very competitive, because I know that all the teams are made up of primarily travel players, and a couple of them are also committed to play college softball. So I'd say definitely in our area it's very competitive.
So you mentioned commitments, right? And we're really excited, right? You have a commitment. So why don't you tell everybody sort of what your plans are heading into this after your senior year?
Is this breaking news?
No, God, no. It's all over Twitter.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. But share with everybody that might be listening sort of what your plans are after you finish up the senior year.
So I'm going to Florida Gulf Coast University, which is a D1 school in Fort Myers, Florida.
Oh, beautiful.
So just that's where my son went to school.
Oh my
so
gosh.
yeah. So
did he play softball?
No, no. You will love it. It's a fantastic school, fantastic program, great facilities.
Beautiful facilities, yeah.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable.
Doesn't get much better part of the country.
I think I've seen some
flyovers
of that. It's like right on the water, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
Crystal clear water.
Yeah.
You can.
I wonder what got you.
So let's talk about the process a little bit. I mean, I'm sure you being from North Carolina, that wasn't maybe one of the top schools on your list, throughout the process. So talk about the process a little bit and how they came to get on your radar.
I didn't even know that Florida Gulf Coast was a thing when I started my recruiting process. Actually, it's kind of funny because I found out about it with this program called SixFour3, which is down in Florida. And the lady who was my coach, she went to Florida Gulf Coast, and that's how I first got to know it. But I wasn't looking to go to Florida, but they reached out to me, and I went down there for a visit. Loved the coach, loved the campus, and I felt like the team kind of had a family atmosphere. So that's really what made me choose that school.
That's very exciting.
Cool. Yeah, you won't go wrong.
Yeah.
Seems like a great place. Sydney, do you have aspirations of playing at the next level?
I would love to play at the next level. I'm currently in the middle of my recruiting process since I am a junior, but I do hope to be one day play in school when I'm in college and everything.
You got nice to be able to pick the brain of someone so close to you, right, during the process.
Which travel program do you play for?
I play for the NC Challengers Premier.
Excellent. Good. So, Coach, you talked a little bit about sort of the expectations and what you're hoping to do this season, because this is what year for you?
This is my second year.
Yeah, because you came in midway. Is that what I understand?
Technically, this is my first full year. So I was the JV coach, and then after spring break, I was the varsity and JV coach.
Okay.
Double duty.
So tell us a little bit about your background. You had some playing background and some other, so you obviously were coaching with the JV. So talk a little bit about your background as well.
So I've grown up playing softball. I played travel softball. I went to ECU, but I played on the club team, so all 4 years. And then I moved to Wake Forest, and I actually helped at Heritage for 1 year, so 2021, 2022 school year. And then I moved to Apex Friendship and then kind of started out there. So.
And how old is the school? How long has the school been around, roughly?
Since 2015.
Okay, so it's relatively new school. Okay, awesome.
And is this your first head coaching job?
Yeah. Yeah, I coached volleyball this year, and I was the JV coach and then the varsity coach as well.
Okay, so how does that correlate, being a volleyball coach versus a softball coach? How different is it?
They're completely, just the atmosphere is completely different. I think like camaraderie is also different because volleyball, they're both team sports, so you have to rely on each other to like make it happen. But softball and volleyball are completely different. So
is your process as a coach, like, you know, you're trying to build a culture there, you're sort of new and you want to create this culture. Is it sort of similar trying to build it between two teams like that in different sports?
it is, but so next year I'm just focusing like for the varsity program for softball. So I'll still coach JV volleyball, but trying to build a program that, you know, can last and take us like where we want to go for softball. So building on that culture, we want to, you know, improve our game.
So you mentioned that you've got some new incoming girls. You had a few that you lost, seniors that you lost. Obviously, you guys are upperclassmen now. I don't know what the makeup of the team looks like, but are you guys sort of the leaders of the team? Do you have like captain's coach, or how does that work? How do you instill kind of what you guys are building in the new generation that's coming through? Lauren.
Well, I was the captain last year along with Avery Kiger, who's our catcher, and Holly Frame, who was a senior last year.
Are those given by you, coach, or is that like a team selection? How do you choose the captains?
The team voted on
The
it.
team votes on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll have to go through that process again once the team gets together. And when do you start?
Tryouts are on Wednesday.
Oh, very exciting. Good.
So
And then
we're getting started.
announce the team by the end of the week?
Yeah, Friday.
Okay, very exciting.
And what do you think the strengths of the team will be this year, Coach? Like leading into it, you know, you've got some turnover and things like that, but what do what style of play do you have, and what do you think the strengths will be?
I think as a program, we are very strong. You know, losing seniors, it's hard to kind of bounce back from those positions that, you know, we have to fill. And so we have 15 incoming freshmen trying out.
Wow.
And so we're not made up of a lot of upperclassmen. There's maybe 2-3 seniors this year. So we're relying heavily on those underclassmen to kind of like fill in the void and, you know, make us stronger. That way when our seniors leave, like we can just pick up like right where we left off. It's not like we're looking at like a major hole like that we have to fill because we have all these girls coming in and, you know, they kind of picked it up right, you know, during workouts.
So what's the message to those new players that are coming in? You guys as upperclassmen, as leaders of the team, I mean, is there sort of a message you're going to pass down to them or something that you want them to really know as an incoming freshman?
Probably the biggest thing is to work hard every day. I feel like that's something that our program is definitely very big on. And just like bringing energy and positivity to the practice, that's something that we tried to focus on a lot last year because we went through a lot of changes as a team. And continuing that to this year definitely is probably the biggest thing. And then just compete every single day because I feel like a lot of them are incoming freshmen, and being young on varsity is definitely something that you have to compete every single day for, not just with upperclassmen, but also with your fellow freshmen too.
Yeah. Lauren also went to media training.
Yeah.
Well,
it can be really
very polished,
nerve-wracking, right? As a freshman coming in, and then, you know, having upperclassmen that get that and can sort of smooth that transition, I think is a big deal.
So let's talk game day.
Okay.
All right, game day from you guys' experiences. How do you prepare for game day? Any superstitions? What do you eat? Any specific hair? Like all those different things. What does game day look like for you guys?
Yeah. So for us, we love to, like, when we're traveling on the bus, going to away games or everything, we love to just, like, listen to music on the bus, around the speakers. Mostly, like, just have some snacks around, just, like, to-go things.
We love snacks in our dugout.
What kind of snacks are we eating?
Like
this is
candy.
important. Gummy bears?
Yeah. Definitely big on candy. Grapes are huge.
Yeah. Frozen?
Pretzels, yes.
You gotta have them
grapes,
frozen.
oh my
And what kind of
gosh.
music are we listening to?
Who
It ranges from, like,
Who
everything.
controls the playlist?
Me last
Captains.
year. It was the seniors and the captains last year, pretty much, and that's what.
Any superstitions?
I don't have any. No.
No?
Sometimes I'll wear the same jewelry, but
Which is now allowed.
yeah, thank goodness.
Yes, good rule change there. Yeah.
So what's sort of the personality of the team? I mean, are you guys lighthearted? Are you guys pretty serious, or is it a pretty fun environment?
Yeah, I think that we're very fun. Like
Yeah.
we play music at practice every single day, and that just like.
Do you have some characters? Like who's the funniest person on the team?
I would say Lauren.
Yeah.
This one? Yeah.
Last year was Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah.
What about the fire? Who gets upset, might throw a helmet down the dugout, or get annoyed at the umpire or something like that?
Oh, they know.
You don't want
somebody.
to say.
I don't know. I feel like a
Were you
couple
looking at your
people.
coach? Your coach throws a helmet, doesn't he?
Yeah,
No.
I throw my little baseball.
Your hat.
Yeah.
They're looking for you for approval to say.
Right.
That's what it is.
I was thinking they were going to say it.
Oh, so,
What
okay, so
about,
there is
like-
somebody you just don't want to say it. I understand.
We can't put them on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
one.
you
What-
could.
They're not here to defend themselves.
Yeah. that's
all right.
true.
What about
Troll
like
emoji.
in a positive way? Okay. I'm a big fan of the bat flip.
Oh my gosh.
Or, is that you?
No.
No. Is it anybody? Is there anybody that's just like gritty, gets a double, and screaming back at the dugout? You have anybody like that
I
on the
think
team?
Avery
Oh, yeah,
probably would do
yeah.
it.
What's Avery's last name?
Kiger.
Shout
Avery
out.
Kiger.
Yeah.
There she is.
She's
Want
our
to see some home runs
catcher.
from her this year?
How many-
bat flips? Did she hit home runs?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
power hitting.
Just tell her a light bat flip. Okay. First one of the, just a little flip.
No, toss it right at the
At the
pitcher.
opponent.
Right toward the other
Stare
dugout.
down the opponent as she's rounding first. I like that.
What about game day fit? Do you guys dress up alike or wear some school spirit stuff on game
Yeah.
days? What do you guys do?
So typically we send out in like a group chat or
We'll
whether we're
just
gonna
talk
wear
about it or
like
something.
yeah, we have like whether we're gonna wear a jersey or we're gonna wear like sport attire or dress up to school. But like for me, my favorite like uniform is like our white on white or white on red or like things like that. Like
How
Or
many
white
how
or
many
red.
different uniform combinations do you have?
We have like white on white with different accessories, and then we have blue on white with like blue socks, blue belt, and then we have blue uniforms, which
All blue?
Pretty deep over there in the closet at Apex Friendship.
last year they weren't the best.
Yeah.
There's just a
You
lot
look
of
like-
them, but none of them were great.
No. I'm talking about the blue
Right.
Oh, the
uniforms.
blue.
They're like
Okay,
It's like a
colonial-
matching
it's-
set.
Yeah.
Right. You look
oh
like
my
you look like
gosh.
Smurfs when you're
Just-
running
They
out
are
on the
so
field.
bad.
What
They-
type of blue?
It's like
Like,
it's like navy blue.
Oh, I guess that's
Yeah.
They have
probably.
a stripe down the side though, and
Oh
half
my-
of the pants are not.
They're so thick, and they're
It's
like
really
they're like
difficult to
colonial
play.
marching uniforms.
Oh,
man.
Like,
man, we got to get rid of
oh
those.
my gosh, all the pants are size extra large,
Oh,
so
no.
it's just so bad.
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
try and
We
stay
need-
away from that.
Yeah, we try and not wear those.
Here you go.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Maybe somebody needs to be contributing more to the boosters.
I
there,
guess.
you know what I mean? And it's some new uniforms. I don't know.
Hint, hint, hint,
Yeah.
hint.
Yeah.
So what's written on the chalkboard in the locker room? What's the goals this year?
Oh,
what
gosh.
are we trying to accomplish as a team this year?
That you could share with the
Oh.
audience.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say definitely make it further in playoffs, and like Coach Payton said, we want to win the SWAC. That's our biggest thing.
That's the biggest
probably.
one. Good.
So
Go ahead. You
so-
want to ask the question, I know.
I'm
the
not sure which
schedule.
one you're referring to.
The
but-
schedule.
Well, yeah. I know. We know we want to go after Hogwarts next year. Although they don't. You may not see them, right? Nobody
Right,
yeah.
knows. Did anybody in your conference play them after you?
Apex.
Who went? Who went?
Didn't
The,
Holly?
Topsail.
Didn't Holly play them?
I think so.
who went the
I'm not
furthest
sure.
from your conference?
Apex.
Apex.
How far?
They won
Won
it.
it.
Oh, they won it.
Yeah.
They won.
Oh, are they in here next?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking the
All right,
next.
so good segue then.
Yeah.
Good segue.
Sensitive
so
subject.
we're looking at the calendar,
Oh, yeah.
and we're going to ask them the same question. We're looking at the calendar, although it looked like I only saw one game on your calendar so far. Do you have your calendar? Do you have your schedule? Okay.
Yeah. We have
At
22
least
games.
on the website, it looked like there was just one.
Oh yeah, it's probably not posted yet.
Yeah. So when you're looking at that, Lauren and Sydney, is there a game on there that you have circled?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
It's definitely Panther Creek.
Yeah.
Panther Creek.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we're going to see Panther Creek here, right?
No,
They're
unfortunately.
not in. Maybe
no.
next year.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Why?
they're our biggest
They
competition.
have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly with them though, the girls you know on the travel circuit, or no?
We know them.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay, but not
Be
friendly.
honest. You want be honest. You want to take down. You know.
Yeah.
We're friendly outside of softball.
Nice. Nice. That's
You want
awesome.
you want to get recruited at Duke. That's the.
That's great.
What about other athletes in the area that you guys sort of admire their game? You like their game? We always ask this because obviously 6'4", we meet a ton of athletes. We love to celebrate each other's accomplishments and all that good stuff. Is there other players in the SWAC or locally that you guys admire their game and just like the way they handle themselves?
Yeah, definitely. You want to go?
I don't know if like in particular, like
Nobody in particular.
I definitely would say the Lamar sisters are very good at Panther Creek. That's
Are they in this?
definitely our
They're at
biggest
Panther Creek in the SWAC. Yeah.
And up here, I know a lot of people from that go to like Wakefield. Like I know Brooke Massengale. She's been to ECU and she's like one of the hardest workers I know. She's amazing. And Morgan Warren, she is so Rolesville. She's committed to Queens, and she's an amazing softball player as well. And then also Taylor Jones at Wake Forest is a great pitcher. She's also going to Queens. A lot of these people we have on the wall.
Yeah,
cool. Yes, we do.
Just going down the wall, basically. Ava Hodges, she's committed to UVA. She's a stud. And I grew up playing with a lot of those girls. So.
What about you two? Anybody that you guys admire out there? Sydney?
I know a few people like Lauren McDonald's, like also on the wall over there, also committed to Queens. Again, like the Lamar sisters, they're very talented and very good.
Also, I'd say Leah Kendall. She's a slapper for Apex. She's the real deal. She's very good.
Nice.
And then Leah from Middle Creek.
Yeah,
she's a
Leah
pitcher.
Gore.
Every time she
She's
comes in the
very
bat,
good
I'm like, I don't know where to
too.
pitch her.
Yeah.
She's going to hit everything.
You guys
She's a
killed this
stud.
segment.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was
We have a
good.
lot of good competition.
Sometimes they're like, no.
Yeah.
There's no one we like out there.
All right. So I'll give you a hot second, but how would you define yourself in a word or two as a softball player?
Seconds up.
Yep.
I'd say passionate.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sydney?
I want to say focused, like in the game, just focused on the play.
All right. Coach, did they get that right?
Yeah, I was going to say resilient. Like, Lauren's been battling, like, an injury, so, like, her coming back and be like, no, I'll play wherever you put me. I'll, throw to first from shortstop, even though just battling injury. And then Sydney is primarily an outfielder, but she will find her way into the circle quite a few times this year.
Okay.
So.
Do we have other pitchers as well? Potentially one of those 15 freshmen that are coming in?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, a few. Some of them are pitchers, yeah. And we have one returner. She's a sophomore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in your free time?
Softball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a common answer.
Hang out with friends.
Do you guys go eat a lot? Go out to eat?
That's another common thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like to go late. I have 2 younger siblings that I just love to hang out with, like in my free time or anything.
Oh, you are the nicest person in the world.
Shout out your siblings.
Yeah. Yeah. When you go out to eat, or maybe even like what you get, you guys do like lunches or dinner. You guys don't play at night, right? Like
Right.
you have,
Yeah.
you
Play
don't
at
have lit
4,
field.
4:30.
You play at 4. So do you
Early.
eat before as a team or no? Because like up north, they get like Chick-fil-A and it's all kind of
We got
delivered
2
them. You
hours
guys-
to kill in between.
Our
Yeah,
games
they
don't
play
start till
7
6:30.
o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. So you're not doing the eating thing before the games generally as a team. Yeah.
Unless it's like a late game where if we're playing somebody that has lights or something.
Yeah.
But no, not normally.
Why do the fields not have lights? Is there like a reason for it? Just money?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Most schools
Nobody
knows.
don't have lights.
Because you guys,
Yeah.
what time do you guys get out of school?
2:18.
Yeah. So
Well, so the newer schools, we don't have lights, but like older schools like Apex and Holly Springs and Cary, they have lights. So I think it's like maybe building budget.
Okay.
and do those games typically start later, or you still start?
Yeah, we start them at like 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So like on game days like that, we'll probably eat. When we went to the playoffs, we stopped at a Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to drive the bus, so I
Man,
enjoy my Chick-fil-A.
You are very talented.
It was just a minibus. I don't have a CDL. I can't do that.
Volleyball coach, softball coach, and bus driver.
I've only hit like 3 curbs. Don't tell Coach that.
That's not bad in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not bad in a year and a
Probably
half.
a lot more than 3 curbs that you passed.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Pretty good batting average.
if you were going to open up your phones right now, what would your favorite emoji be?
Oh my gosh, we were talking about this. The laughing emoji.
But
Either
which one? There are like a million of them.
Either like the sideways one or the cat one. And then also I like the one that's like this. Like, I love
I don't know that one.
We've had some very interesting
How did I
answers to
find
that one.
those?
Somebody said an egg one time.
I didn't
there was
know
an
that.
egg on
Egg?
it. An egg.
I didn't know that he did that.
All right, Sydney, what about you?
Mine's just like the stereotypical like crying laughing emoji. Typically, like I just send that.
But which crying one? The one that's tilted
Just like
or the straight one
just
down?
the straight one,
Like with
the-
tears.
like the laughing crying one.
See, everybody says that, and early, I didn't think that was supposed to be funny. I thought that was supposed to be sad.
I thought
don't
it was
know.
sad too.
No, that one's
See?
like LOL, like,
okay.
rolling laughing.
I used them all incorrectly. I figured that.
Showing your age.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. We had one coach that didn't know what an emoji was. So
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
that's- No,
Yeah.
joking.
So,
No,
Coach, what's the practice look like for you? If we were to drive by and see, was there music playing, tons of energy? What's going on out there?
There's always music playing. That's the first thing they set up.
Yeah?
Is the music. They won't even put the basses in first. They just go straight for the
Straight
speaker.
to the speaker. That's
and then
you,
they'll play,
Lauren?
their playlists,
That's me,
and
yeah.
then we'll go out there. So we normally just we had to split with JV, so
Yeah.
somebody's in the cage and somebody's on the field, and then we switch. So
Do you have a full staff?
we do.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I have an assistant coach, Coach
Wayne.
English. So
And more
shout out
outs.
Coach English.
Yes. Shout out
he'll
John
love that
Brown.
actually. And then we have hired a JV coach, so we have a full staff.
Good. What do you love most about sort of the game, the practices, the competition? What about the high school game, ladies, makes it sort of just different than the other parts? You know, the travel piece and all that kind of stuff. What is it about the high school piece that excites you the most?
So for me, when you're playing high school, because it's more local and everything, you typically know a lot more people, and it just feels like a different world, sort of like you're playing against people that you've known for years, compared to travel. When you travel around, you're playing against like strangers. It's definitely a new experience, but it's so much fun.
And I definitely say that school ball, it's like you have a lot more fun with it sometimes.
Yeah.
But and also the rivalry aspect
Yeah.
of it is like
Yeah.
that's probably the best part, because like beating Apex, beating Panther Creek is probably the best feeling that we've had.
Yeah.
So how you riding out the last couple of months of your senior year? How's school going?
Oh my
Is it
gosh,
smooth
it's
sailing?
amazing. I only have 2 classes. I get out of school at 10:30.
Jeez.
Oh, so asking you the question about balancing
Yeah, I was
academics and
like-
athletics is not that.
No, I get out of school at 10:30, and I have one community college class, and then I work, and then I go to practice, pretty much.
But Sydney is the junior year, like the
Yeah,
is it being the death of you, or how's it going?
It's not my favorite year, being completely honest. I do have a full schedule, so they're from 7:30 to 2:18 and every day. Next year, I'm looking forward to like being
Not.
It's gonna be better than this year. I want to take like some community college classes as well next year, which is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, are you going to be able to, both of you, Coach talked about it earlier a little bit about, mentoring the freshmen, right? Sounds like you got a massive class coming in. They're going to need, what kind of information can you give to them about sort of this balancing your time management with your academics and how you get to practice on time and all that kind of stuff? What is it about some information that you can pass along to the incoming large freshman class that you think will benefit them?
I'd say the biggest thing that I've learned throughout my high school career is don't procrastinate, and I definitely did not live by that advice up until my senior year, which is actually really interesting. But my biggest thing is like whenever you get an assignment from a teacher, make sure you get it done, and also like stay in constant contact with the teachers that you have. That definitely helps. If like you have a game and you can't turn something in, maybe to like being able to tell them that, hey, like I'm busy, and like and also they'll work with you if you're like struggling on a subject and you just don't have the time to go over it and stuff. So I'd say that's my biggest advice.
What do you tell them about Coach Harrell when they're coming in and they're scared to meet their new coach?
They're all bigger than me, so I don't know why they would be scared of me.
Yeah, our coaching staff is so chill.
They're so fun.
Yeah,
I'd be more scared of Coach English.
Oh my gosh.
was them.
No, he's not scary. Maybe to outsiders, but no.
They're just like really nice people to come up and talk
Yeah.
to you, like even outside of softball, like you're able to like talk to them, and it's just fun.
Even
that-
when they're not 3 feet away from you?
Yeah, she has to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is that the overall culture of the program? Is that what you're trying to build, Coach? Sort of this open door, sort of,
Right.
let's enjoy each other's company, kind of, and compete at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that's something that like we want to build upon. Like we're all like friends. It's not like we're trying to outcompete each other because we're all striving for the same goal. So just an open door. We're all friends, and then we're gonna go play some softball and beat some people.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you guys have been fun. I told you earlier, the ones, if you laugh and you giggle and you have fun, those are the ones that are great, and you guys have done that.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks
I
so
think
much.
we have a present for you from North Carolina.
Uh-oh.
I think it has a
Is that
bunch
Gucci?
of... Yeah.
Wow.
No,
About that.
we're getting a new
Yeah.
Audi. We're getting a
Yeah.
new, it's an
Yeah.
Audi bag. We're getting a new Audi.
It has like North Carolina products in it.
Oh
Like
my
cheer
God, that's
wine
awesome.
and
Yay.
Hey,
Kakalaki sauce.
Our first
Yep.
gift. That's
Yeah.
That is our
First
first
gift. Our
gift.
first gift.
Score.
Go-
So
we
we
are-
get some brownie
Good one.
points.
You
Go
do.
figure.
Right?
We
Yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Brought to us by Apex Friendship. of
Friendship.
course.
Friendship.
Yeah.
The
Friend.
friendliest team we've
You
done
know
all
where it
year.
comes from.
Ladies,
Yeah.
all the best to you.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you.
season for the Patriots. Go get them, all right? Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
You
Awesome.
guys were terrific.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
All right. We are back with the second part of our Raleigh area high school media day previews, and we are joined by the Cougars of Apex High School.
Welcome, ladies.
We are joined by head coach Adam Renzi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us, who did you bring with you tonight?
Well, I'll let them introduce themselves. We have two seniors and a junior that are with us. They'll play a big part in our season. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay, my name's Haley Spielman. I'm a senior, and I'm primarily a catcher.
I'm Avery Dearman. I'm a senior, and I'm primary first base.
Avery, where'd you get the song? Back in Black. This was yours, right? This is
Yeah,
your
that was
walk-up
my
song?
junior walk-up song.
How did you get that?
I'm just a big 80s fan. I've
Nice.
always been.
Nice.
So,
Nice. Very good. Must have been passed down from the,
Oh, yeah.
From the
or
parents.
something, yeah.
I'm Leah Kendall. I'm a junior, and I'm primarily a middle infielder or outfield.
Oh, nice. All over.
So welcome, you guys. You guys are the defending champs, right?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Defending champs. So
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds great.
It does sound
That
very
have a good
good.
ring to it. So talk about it a little bit. How did it go down? You know, talk about that last game, getting the last out.
I don't remember the last out. Wasn't it like
It was
It's
in
very
the
yeah.
surreal.
What?
I think it was very surreal.
Who did you play?
Hickory Ridge.
Hickory Ridge.
What was the final? What was the final score?
Wasn't it like 7?
Eight.
I thought it was 8 to 5.
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
8-5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And had you played them previously in the year, or was that the first matchup?
That was the
First time.
third game in the
Yeah.
series. Yeah.
Third game of the
Yeah.
series. Wow. So how'd the other two play out?
We won the first one, and we lost the first one. Then we won the second one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So going into game 3, it was sort of a toss up. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 3-game series. We in 2 days, so we lost on Friday.
Oh, I misunderstood. You play a 3-game series in the state
Yes,
championship.
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
you meant
yeah,
you had
yeah,
already
yeah.
played them twice throughout
No,
the year.
no. We played a 3-game series in
Oh,
2
that's cool.
days.
Wow. I
Nice.
didn't know they did that. That's cool.
Yeah, so we had lost on Friday. We got shut out.
Ooh.
I think we had 1 hit. Their pitcher, she's a good pitcher. She went on to Elon, and on Saturday in the second game or game 2, we were down 4-0 early, and we rallied to come back. And Kaylee Askew, who's now at ECU, hit a walk-off home run
Oh, that's so sick.
to win that game. And then in the second game, we were down 5-2 going into the top of the 7th, and Haley got a base hit to right field with the bases loaded, that then got through the right fielder to the fence that cleared the bases.
And she
Actually, we
made
were
it.
down 5-3, and that cleared the bases to give us the lead, and then we got another run in, and we ended up winning 8-3. 8 to 6.
The comeback
8 to
kids.
5.
Oh, that's
Comeback
awesome.
kids, but how heartbreaking to be on the other
side of it. Yeah,
Yeah, there was definitely, you could definitely see both sides.
Yeah,
of,
emotion all the way
been on
around.
both sides, so yeah.
So is that is sort of is there a winning history, or is that your first state championship at the school? Or
Yeah,
what?
so it was the first state championship for the school, and we didn't know this at the time, but it turned out to be the first state championship for Wake County. So you know,
wow,
so-
congratulations.
yeah. So it was a lot of celebrating afterwards, and we found out that the town of Apex is very much into celebrating things when they win it, and we had a lot of parades and processions.
Wow.
And
Were you up on the fire truck and all that kind of good stuff, or how'd that
we
work?
did go down through the town of Apex afterward, and people hanging out of bus windows and stuff like that.
Super
So we
cool.
got we got some T-shirts. Did they give it out any hardware at this this event?
Well, we got medals, and then
Okay.
we got we did get rings made up afterward. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't think anybody has it
I
on.
thought
I don't think
maybe
anybody
bottles.
wore it today, but
We had our 5A state champion in Virginia. They brought
brought 'em
rings.
out.
They
Did
brought
they?
rings
No,
with
they're
them. Yeah.
very
I should
blingy.
have.
they're
You want to?
they're not not something that you would necessarily
Wear
wear
around.
just out for the heck of it. They're
Yeah.
pretty hefty.
Yeah.
So
You wear 'em to podcasts.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they definitely. I think everybody got their fill of being the center of attention after
awesome.
everything.
So what's the outlook this year then, ladies? What's on tap for Apex as we enter? We're just about ready to enter the season. Yes.
Yes.
So what do we got on tap?
I think we'll do pretty good in conference, and I think we'll at least make it to second round of playoffs. I don't think we'll get it back to back, but we'll definitely try. I would say.
At least it's
Oh, that's
honest.
a
What are you
honest
missing?
outlook.
What was some of the important pieces that you don't have this year?
I feel like a lot of our seniors were really big hitters, and like we're really good in crisis, and I feel like us losing that will play a really big part.
Oh, you got to
and-
fill those shoes now, right?
Yeah.
We lost a lot of starters.
Yeah, we lost.
So how many seniors did you lose?
We lost 9.
Eight.
Wow.
I think it was
Holy
8.
crap!
She said came up big in crisis.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Well, it's evident when you're down
It's
in the first
crisis.
game, down 4-0 in the
Tell
second
my
game.
team, what are you gonna do?
Overcoming crisis. Yeah.
I think the playoffs were we were in a lot of crisis in a lot of the games where we felt like, when you look back on it, you say, man, like could have gone wrong right there. So I think we lost 8 seniors and 4 or 5 that played a lot. So yeah.
It speaks to character though when you end up on the right side of all those tough, tight situations, man. That's character.
Well, that's
and
what I was going to
practice.
ask too. Yeah, I mean that's culture as well. I mean, is that something that you focus on as a coach in terms of trying to build this resilient team and never give up, never say die? Is that something that just inherent in them, or is that sort of the makeup of kind of what you coach?
I think we try to make things kind of difficult, and in
Yeah.
practice, like we try to do a lot of things that are maybe more challenging in practice.
Okay.
That if you can do it there, you're going to be able to do it in a game
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing, and so there is some level of failure in practice. So you kind of get used to that, so that
Yeah.
some of the games get a little bit easier, and then I think we just try and take advantage of whatever the skills are that we have,
Yeah.
So we've for the past couple years we've had a lot of speed, so we try to take advantage of that. We run a lot, and I can say like last year in the playoffs and stuff, people weren't necessarily equipped to handle with what we did because a lot of teams don't do that. So we just. I think if we
Well
had
prepared.
if we had a lot of power, then
Yeah.
maybe we wouldn't have to run quite as much.
So
If Haley and Avery would hit more home runs, then we wouldn't have to
so
do that.
we saw Leah like when the speed thing comes up. So did you steal a lot of bases?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say.
Brag
It's
about
fine.
it, Leah.
Yeah.
So Leah actually led the state in stolen bases.
Okay, so you
Wow.
steal a lot of bases.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you know what the number was?
42.
Oh, you do. That's good.
Oh.
Excellent. That's a lot of steals.
Two
And
a
how
game.
many games did you play?
30? 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're good
So
for
that
one
means you're
plus
on,
a game.
it means you're on base a lot too, which is you can't. It's hard. We tell kids all the time, like it's great that you're fast, but you got to be on base in order to make it worth it. If you're not on base, it doesn't really matter.
And Leah, and every team has this. Leah is the person that comes in even when if she would get caught stealing, and would be the one that always tells you that no, they didn't touch me. I was safe.
Okay.
What is your preferred sliding method?
Like it, especially stealing third, hook slides or like that's like my
That's
way
your
to go.
specialty?
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
head firsting ever?
Yeah, second
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah,
of
in
the
the
time because
second.
I feel like when I slide into second, I always like sit up straight and like
Yeah.
that's like easy for them to tag me. So like
Yeah.
if I just slide it,
Yeah.
and like,
I like that.
maybe I'll swoop it
Yeah.
and behind the tag.
So you guys lost a
slide on by.
lot of
Just
seniors, like we
slide on
talked
by.
about. Do you guys see yourself sort of filling in the leadership roles? And if so, what sort of things are you going to implement, and what are you going to tell these incoming freshmen since they're walking into a state championship program?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like our senior captains last year, they did a really good job of communicating with us and really getting us motivated because in the beginning of the season, like we weren't doing that well. Like it did not look like we were about to win a state championship. And they got us together and they were like, guys, like we have the talents to do something like amazing for this, not only for this school, but for the county. Like we have to like focus and like we can do this. Like we can do it. So I feel like they did a good job with like motivating us. So
What-
like,
That motivated me.
Yeah, and
Right now.
what happened like after that moment in time? Was it just like you flipped the switch and things sort of skyrocketed, or was there time, or what happened right after that moment?
right after that conference play started and we beat Panther Creek, like one of our like tough competitors in our conference, and after that we just like started like winning. Like we became conference champions, but like conference play, like we did have some like ups and downs. Like we lost some games here and there, but like we knew like we had something to focus on, and like we knew we would be able to like move past it and like learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Did the conference that you're in? We understand from talking to a team earlier that you have a pretty tough conference that you guys are in. Lots of good teams. I'm guessing that kind of helped prepare you for the states.
Yeah, I think our biggest thing is that if we weren't going to aim for being state champions, we at least wanted to win our conference and like that kind of be our big thing, and then at least go pretty far in the playoffs. So I think us like getting the state, like the conference champs, really helped, I guess, give us more confidence to like really push harder in the playoffs because like we had that under our belt.
Was that the moment where you kind of knew, like, hey, like Coach said, we got something special. We can kind of make this thing happen? Was the conference championship sort of that moment?
Yeah, I think we kind of decided that like if there's any year we're really going to go for, like it was going to be that year.
What was the strength of last year's team?
I think
Experience,
the trust that we
depth.
all had with each other.
Yeah.
I think knowing that you had your position on lock and knowing that anywhere else it was being hit to, they had their position on lock. We just all trust each other in that.
That's a great answer.
And then what's the strength going to be this year?
Hopefully the same thing.
I'm going to say hopefully the same
Yeah.
thing. I think that we have a pretty good team dynamic. Even though we'll have new girls going into it, I feel like they'll kind of fall easily into that because we have really good, reliable players that are still returning. So although we're losing a big dynamic, we still have that main aspect still under lock.
Do you have a specific goal in mind coming off a state championship? Or are you just going to go out and see how it...
We're just gonna go out there and just show
hope for the
what we
best.
can do.
All right, let's talk about game day. So on game day, sort of, what is the pre? Do you guys do pre-game meals together?
Yes.
Okay, what's the pre-game meal of choice?
It's always Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I
Always
think it was
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, and then we got like Mexican food a lot.
Really?
Mexican food
Hold
is
on,
very
you're
heavy
eating a
though.
burrito before a game?
It's very heavy.
That is
Chick-fil-A is
unbelievable.
the better option.
No Chipotle? No.
I think it was more like
Really?
home cooked.
Yeah,
Home
we had a
cooked.
lot of home cooked
Ooh.
meals.
Home cooked
Yeah.
Mexican. Very
Nice. Okay, and pre-game music on the bus. Solo AirPods or speaker everyone?
It was really solo. I feel like
Yeah.
people did their own stuff.
Okay, lock in.
Yeah.
On the
A lot of
bus,
that.
like to the state game, we tried to bring a speaker, but I think it died or like
Yeah, it was on the back of the bus that was
yeah.
All right.
And where were the states?
At
Where'd you
Duke
play?
You're
University.
at Duke.
Oh, at Duke.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
Nice. That's very, like you played on Duke's Field?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
different
good experience.
Yeah, the different classes were some were at Duke, some were at UNC Greensboro, and some were at NC State.
Okay. All right.
Do you guys
got a
typically
good
do
one.
that where you rotate the college campuses for the different classes?
They do, yes, but I think that's up for that may not work out when they go to eight classes in 2025.
Yeah.
They do that in football up our way, but not.
Yeah,
not,
you
not
know, and they do
softball.
it in Maryland. Like we skipped it in Virginia. You know, they in Maryland they do it at University of Maryland. Down here they do. Like, what happened? Why?
Yeah,
why do we?
that's a cool thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. Do you guys hang out off the field?
Oh yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot.
What are you guys doing?
In season, we
Softball.
normally do like team bonding. Like last year, we had a game that was canceled, and Adam took us to go paint, and like we all just like painted this picture. I think it was like a sun.
Painter?
It was like a mountain.
Oh, yeah, it's a mountain.
I would say mine came out. Mine was very ridiculed for some reason.
I wish we could
guy
insert
had
pictures.
character.
We had an edit about it, so I think it was good.
Were you all painting the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
What-
one of those like wine and design type
Yeah.
places. but
Minus the wine.
minus
Without
the
the
wine.
Obviously.
Coach had a couple, I'm
Right.
sure. Yeah. Maybe that's why his turned out the way that it did. Can you tell me what it was that you painted?
It was like a mountain landscape.
It had
Oh.
forest trees.
Specific
Yeah.
mountain?
And it was
with
like a
like
sunset.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Is it fun?
That's
you
a
guys
great-
have fun?
That's a
Yeah.
great team building
It's a lot of
exercise.
Is it hanging in your bedroom right now?
I'm hiding that.
My closet.
You're
I'm
hiding
hiding that one.
Everybody from the team signing.
I actually put it up in my house, and every time somebody comes over, I ask them. I said, "What do you think of this painting?"
Yeah.
But everybody knows.
sure
like,
they're really
that looks
on
like
it."
something that somebody would have painted in
That's
one
an
of those
original
classes.
piece.
Yeah. It's a Picasso.
Yeah, back in the third grade, is that what it looked like? Yeah.
Now, Coach, how long have you been with the program?
This is starting my 4th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have been with him from the beginning then. Yeah. Good coach, good energy. He seems kind of intimidating to me. Is he intimidating?
No.
No?
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like people that don't know
Tries.
me, they think that's
Yeah.
pretty scary. But
Yeah. Pretty loose, like practices, high energy. What do the practices look like?
I'd say the drills we do, like he said, like some of them are like intense, and like
Yeah.
they teach us how to like fail and like just like move through that.
Yeah.
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 It's definitely like when you need to be focused, we're focused
Right.
for sure.
But I feel like we also do have a lot of fun during
We do.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes practice fun?
Joking around.
A
and
lot of
stuff.
The fact that we're all just
But,
like friends.
Yeah,
I guess.
we all get along. Like it's pretty good.
Once I'm kind of first.
You know when you cover your mouth, the microphone still picks it all up, right?
My bad.
So our signs are wrong. 2 of you are seniors, right? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
yeah,
junior.
Leah, you're a
Yeah.
junior.
Leah skipped it.
What's on the what's going on in life in the next 6 months? What's the end of your senior year and the next,
Next
college
phase.
next phase, next chapter?
I'm going up to Penn State Mont Alto to play softball, and
Oh,
I'm majoring in
congratulations.
psychology. Thank you.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations.
I'm probably gonna attend High Point University.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I've got a pretty
Very
good scholarship from there. Not to play, but just to study academic.
Very nice.
And you're in the throes of your tough junior year, yes?
Yes.
How are you balancing the academics and the athletics at this point?
It's really hard, if I'm gonna be honest, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job, like focusing really hard on my academics and athletics, and even if that means sacrificing like time with my friends or like after school activities, like I'll be willing to do that. And it's hard, it's difficult because like FOMO, like I don't want to like not hang out with my friends, but it's something I'm willing to do. And
Now you guys are just about ready to start tryouts, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wednesday.
what did your off-season program look like, Coach? What did you guys do in the off-season?
We don't honestly. We don't do a ton. We have a lot of kids that play travel ball and stuff. So from a softball skill set, they're doing a lot of that. And then Apex, we have a lot of kids that also play other sports in the fall and some in the winter. So it makes it pretty challenging to get a lot of them together. So I think between those two, we did some in the fall, did some workouts in the fall. We had a lot of our younger kids participating in those, and Haley, and then we'll get started here and start to ramp up. And having learned what I've learned over the past 3 years, I think we can ramp into it pretty quick, and have them ready. I think what we found last year, at least what I've found in doing school softball is I've seen some teams that the kids are just exhausted by the time you get to the end of the season. So we try to balance that out and figure out a way to rest and give them some off days and not always go 5 days a week because it can be too much on them, like just with having to get their homework done and everything. So we try to balance it out a little more than maybe some other schools do.
Okay, great.
That's great.
All right.
I love that.
Lighten it up a little bit. If you guys took out your phones, what is your favorite or most used emoji and why?
We were hoping you were going to ask this
We
one.
practiced this one.
Seems like we've been getting some. Now we might be recycling too many questions because they're preparing when they come in.
Yeah.
Mine's the eyebrow raised emoji
And why do you use said eyebrow raised emoji?
because I think it's funny.
Can you do it? Can you raise the eyebrow?
Just one
like,
eyebrow, right?
Very slightly. It's like
Let's see.
Yep.
like
Okay,
really
that
almost
slight,
got it.
I
but
saw that. That worked.
We're gonna
Oh, Avery. Oh, look
Yeah.
at you.
I like
Avery.
to think I look like the Rock.
The
when I do.
Rock.
Well, you
Yeah, I
you
can
don't,
see. I can
but,
see the resemblance.
yeah.
Thank you.
Pebble.
That's great.
Avery, how about you?
I like that one, but I also, for some reason, I like the one that's just eyes and then just the straight
Yeah.
mouth. They're just like
Oh,
Yeah.
numb. I don't know
Just
why.
numb. Just
But-
numb.
Okay,
I
Leah.
started using that one.
I'd say it's like the one with like the jazz hands, like the smile.
with the
Oh my
hearts.
God.
With the,
Like, yeah, like.
And-
Like I don't know how else to like describe. It's
And-
like blush. So you, like,
and yeah,
yeah.
Who do you use this with?
I just with my
Anyone?
friends, like if I'm like sounding
With
excited,
Avery?
like
With
yeah,
those guys.
Yeah.
It sounds like, and it looks a lot like you guys are friends off the field as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys hanging out. What do you going to Chick-fil-A together? Basically, is that what you're doing all the time?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Just chauffeuring. legal
Is there
right.
anything
Oh
other?
yeah.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
driving yet.
No, I mean
Wow.
I have my license, but I don't really drive a lot.
Well, you don't need to. You got
No,
a
yeah,
chauffeur.
I have all of them, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
You
Yeah.
better start figuring it out in the next 6 months.
I
though,
know.
before they
Oh,
leave.
they're leaving me.
So do you guys do things other than softball, like fun activities, hobbies, paint, obviously, besides painting and softball?
After school, I do sports medicine. I've done it for 2 years, and I think it's really fun. I want
Wow.
to be a physical therapist, so I feel like it's really helpful.
Wait, what was your? You said your degree is what?
I'm
Psychology?
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Okay.
get a minor in physical therapy assistance.
Oh, awesome, cool.
I play volleyball as well.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle of my club season right now. So
All right, great.
I do the same thing as Haley, but this is my first year in sports medicine.
That's
Okay.
great.
Do you guys offer? Is that a class that's offered at school?
Yeah.
And what do you do? Like team up with a football team or something like that?
Yeah,
Is that how
it's
it works?
Like you work with a couple of other individuals in your class, and you like cover like the sports relating to the season. Like me and Leah did football, and then we just did wrestling.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna do softball.
Yeah,
All right. So if one of your teammates needs their ankle taped, you're ready to roll.
I got it.
Yeah. Or they
Haley's
can,
an expert at ankle taping.
Yeah,
they can administer them, on themselves if they get hurt, right?
Mm.
No,
I think
Not
that's
so
frowned
much?
upon.
I think
Is
that's
it?
frowned upon. Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Bring me my kit.
I tape my own toe.
Yeah.
What color pre-wrap do you like the best?
I personally like the red. I think that's my favorite. We use it at Shrine Bowl, so it's just the best one personally.
Okay,
I've
Leah.
only used one color, the black, and those are just the regular
You,
black.
you haven't branched out yet.
No.
Okay.
We do have colorful tape though.
Yes.
We have Apex colored tape.
My favorite is the green.
I
'cause
think
it's easy
green's
to rep.
easiest. No one liked yellow.
So you guys, you said this. You guys have a great time on and off the field. I actually want to go all the way back because I think the first question was, do you remember the last out or whatever it was at the state championship? You didn't remember that. Do you remember how you celebrated?
I remember it.
I
Like,
remember.
was it a big like dog pile?
Yeah,
like
I
everybody-
remember.
Yeah.
I was playing short, and I see the ball get hit to center field, and I don't even cover the bag. I just know it's gonna get caught, and I look at Annalisa, and she catches it, and I just turn around and I just start running to the pitcher's mound, and I'm just jumping up and down. I was hugging Kaylee Askew, it was just crazy, and it was just crazy. And then Jessica Ricks, our assistant coach, she came on the field, and we all went to her, and it was so fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Was Coach in that pile somewhere? Yeah.
I think I was more at
Everyone
the end
is
of the
hugging.
line. But yeah.
Everyone was hugging each other
Hugging Roll.
and crying.
Yeah.
There was crying.
Now,
There was
speaking of celebrations, when you're out on the field, just in like normal games, do you guys hit home runs? Yeah,
Steal base.
a little bit, steal bases. You steal a base, you get the second, you jump up. Are we yelling at the dugout, pointing back, shooting arrows? Like, who celebrates like the hardest on the team?
Oh, I feel like it was Kaylee.
It was definitely
Kaylee Askew.
Yeah.
What does she do?
Hitting home
She's-
runs.
It was like home runs. She steals,
Yeah.
slaps.
She does it all.
And what
Yeah.
kind of celebration?
Definitely the peaks up.
Definitely, yeah,
like-
peaks up.
I
That's
think
what
that's
we
the
all
What is
basic
this?
one.
It's like the
Peaks up?
peaks up clap too.
The peaks up. What am I missing something?
No.
What does that mean?
Well,
Fill
that's
us in.
that.
What is this?
Yeah,
It's
you
the
should
peak.
fill them in
I think
about
it's
that.
like
That's
the
a
peak
school
of
thing.
Apex.
Oh,
Apex is the
Apex.
peak
Oh,
of
the
living.
peak.
So it doesn't represent
Oh,
the
love
mountain
it.
picture that you guys were painting. That's
that is cool.
I love it. Apex
Is
with
that
the
what
mountain
we
callback. Peaks up.
Leah just said, "Oh, is that why we painted a mountain?"
it's called a callback.
That's
you
not
know.
right.
Yeah.
I like that. Then
Me
That's cool.
too.
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah, you got to get a sign this year, Jimmy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Lightning.
Throw up a
So
sign,
his-
lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His high school.
Throw up the bolts.
Yeah.
Who's the emotional leader going to be this year? Who's the pump up person? Who's the
I feel like
who's the hype woman?
Hannah's really cool.
Got some real.
Hands quiet.
Tuttle.
Got some real flatliners here.
I feel like we could like.
I
It
feel
could
like
be
us
team
three.
effort.
I think
Yeah.
we'll do
Yeah.
good, like in our own little way. I don't know.
Feed
if
off
other
of each
people
other's
will
energy.
get it.
Yeah. Well, you guys have good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you guys have been great. It's been really, really fun. So thank you guys so much for coming. And we're gonna play another '80s song. Do you have a choice? Another '80s choice?
Ooh.
I have one picked out. If you don't have
Yeah,
one,
you go for it.
All right. Well, we're gonna
Metallica.
yeah. No.
Oh.
No. This is everybody
What
knows.
is it? Oh, okay. This is like yacht rock.
Yeah.
This is the definition of yacht rock. Do you know
Ladies.
it, Avery? Do you know it?
I know it, but I don't know the name.
Now, this
Oh,
isn't one of
shut
the
the
big
mic off.
80s songs.
Ladies, thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate. See, she's singing. She's
Rosanna. Yes, that's what time it is.
Thanks so much. All the best to you guys.
You guys
have a
are
great
great.
season. All right. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank
job,
you. Thank
guys.
you.
Justin Bieber's pop star Justin Bieber denied he fathered a child.
There is a lot of good that comes with celebrity. You know that. There is also a pretty white hot spotlight, and you found yourself under it recently. Some headlines.
Set the record straight, none of it is true.
Do you know this woman?
Never met the woman.
No?
So.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, this is what comes along with
Exactly.
life in the fast lane, as they say.
She says she met me on the tour. She keeps knocking
All
on
right.
my door. She won't leave me.
After much debate, we found a song for the intro for the Heritage Huskies. Welcome to the show, ladies. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And we are joined by the head coach, Leanne Giannetti. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us who you brought with you tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. I picked 3 of my wonderful, beautiful superstar players. I have Avery Hill.
Hi, I'm Avery Hill. I'm a pitcher for Heritage High School, and I'm a senior.
All right, I have Emily Claudio.
Hi, I'm a pitcher on 2025.
And I have Sam Langdon.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a sophomore, and I play center field.
Thank you.
All right, nice to have you.
Everybody's pretty happy, right?
Yes, this looks
Right.
like a good group. This is gonna
Shake
be fun.
it out, ladies. It's all going to
No,
be
it's
good. It's
good.
all
Yeah.
good.
Web's
It's all
out.
good.
Feeling good. You need some
Let's break
hard-hitting
the ice.
questions.
Let's just go down the line a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You said a little bit. You said your name and your year, maybe your position, but tell us a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
What do
you like
who
to do
are
for
you?
fun?
What
Who do you
for
do?
fun?
All
Yeah.
that good
What do you
stuff.
do on the weekends? Do you play other sports?
I play volleyball as well as softball, and I've been playing soccer all my life, but I just
Wow,
recently
three sports.
stopped to focus on softball.
Okay.
All right.
Good choice.
Nice. Yeah.
Emily,
great
what about
choice.
you?
No, I only play softball.
Okay.
So I've been playing since I was like 5, and on the weekends I just work.
Oh, where do you work?
I work at Pro 35 Sports Academy.
What is this?
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Pro3.5.
What is Pro3.5?
So it's like it's like an indoor facility for like multiple sports, and like you can like book places, and then you're also like you can do birthday parties, and there's like track out camps. So
They have
look it up,
softball?
guys.
Or is it
yeah, they have
baseball?
softball. It's like there's like multiple cages that you can use.
Okay.
And then you'll
That's
see me
set
out
up for
front.
baseball.
And where is it?
It's right off of Capitol.
Oh, I don't know where Capitol.
Right on Capitol, Matt.
Oh, it's off Capitol. Oh, off Capitol.
How about you, Avery? What do you do?
I also only play softball, but on the weekends I work.
Where do we work?
I work at a farm. I manage 31 horses.
Okay. Now we're digging in a little bit. Here we go.
This is good stuff.
We got a farm hand
How
on
do you
here.
manage 31 horses? What do you do?
I make their feed every morning and every night on both Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I clean all their water troughs, and I herd them to their pastures and between their stalls.
Do you ride?
That's very
I
exciting.
did not ride.
Did you grow up on a farm?
I did not. I only started working with horses about a year ago.
Okay.
And you've never rode? Are you scared of them a little bit?
No.
I am frightened of horses.
I feel like I would be scared.
They're too big.
Avery's a whisperer.
They give one kick and it's over.
Yeah, they could finish it quick.
Tell them about your college aspirations.
I do want to go to vet school. After
Awesome.
undergrad, I want to major in animal science. I've been working at a vet in Wake Forest.
Very
Oh,
cool.
large animal vet or just
Yes,
large animal vet? Yeah.
So
you know what you're doing.
I've learned that there are not that many veterinarian schools in the United States. Is this true?
It is true.
Tech's one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Virginia
Tech. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this? I'm not exactly sure. There's not that many, and they're very competitive. Yeah.
They are very competitive. The
So do
class
you-
sizes are like 150 people.
Do you have your eyes on which schools yet that might be in the running?
My top choice is Colorado State, and my second is NC State, but that's all if I get in after undergrad.
Well, if you guys remember, we talked to Ken's, right? And one of her options was in like Jamaica or something, right? One of the schools that she was
would've gone there.
considering.
Yeah,
I'd have gone there.
Yeah, we had she was graduated now, but a member of ours up in Northern Virginia, she wanted to do vet school. She was thinking about going actually to Europe to do it, or down south, like South America, to do it, just because there weren't that many schools to get into. So good luck to you.
My
That's
father-in-law
awesome.
was a vet. Yeah, retired vet. He was like a big time guy. He would do the Washington Zoo. Like, what do you call that?
He's
The
like Dr.
National
Pole.
Zoo.
Do you know who Dr. Pole is?
Dr. Pole, I love that show.
Yeah, baby. You know who
Oh
Dr.
my
Pole
gosh.
is? My
You
man
might
is
not want to
crazy,
be a
man.
large animal vet after seeing
He
Dr.
worked on
Pole.
like big cats and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's what
tigers
Dr. Pole
and-
does. You bring a hippopotamus in, he's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is turning into the Avery Hill show.
Well, you know.
You know
Coach,
what I mean?
what about
She's
you,
interesting.
Coach? What are you up to?
I actually am an instructor. I'm fairly new to coaching in this era of my life. So I do pitching lessons 3 nights a week. I have my own facility. A lot of the schools that we play, I work with the pitchers at those schools.
clever.
Actually, over half of the schools that we play.
No kidding.
Which is kind of creating a unique dynamic
Sure it is.
in the lessons, because now we're like close to season. And
Right.
also-
You're
feel
holding
like
back a
that-
little bit, aren't you?
Well,
You're holding back just a bit.
Well, one of my kids the other day, Emily, you'll like this. She threw a pitch. It was supposed to be a rise ball, but it was really flat. And I was like, Emily Claudio is hitting that out of the park.
Oh, no.
So what do you feel like that's a little bit of a competitive advantage at all, or not really?
It's got to be.
I mean, I know what their pitches, what their best and their worst pitches
Yeah.
are, but me
Yeah.
communicating that to a kid and a kid being able to
Yeah.
make
Right.
an
Good
adjustment,
point.
that's completely different.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your
Good
background?
What do you mean?
Playing.
I was a pitcher. I went to University of South Florida.
Awesome.
Graduated in 2004. I played on the national team for a summer in 2005 and a professional league in Massachusetts in 2004 and
Nice.
2005.
Go Bulls.
Very cool.
Yeah, thanks.
That's
We have
great.
another instructor up in Northern Virginia.
That's a bull.
That's
Who
a bull.
dis?
Who?
Yeah.
Cameron.
Cameron.
Oh,
Dolby.
Cameron Dolby, stud.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
She's young.
She's young.
She just
Yeah,
graduated.
Yes, I got that,
Yeah.
guys. Yes.
Well,
You didn't say younger than you. You
Yeah.
just said she's young.
Oh, no, she's young. You wouldn't
Yeah,
know her.
well, listen, you're far younger than the rest of us
First
up
of all,
here. So.
I could be everyone's father in here
Yeah.
at this point. So yeah.
Kevin's so old, he was in an a cappella group in high school.
Barbershop.
And that's not
Yeah.
a joke. That's
Yeah.
dead serious. I'm dead serious. They were around trash cans with fire in them, and they were singing songs.
Motown
like
filler.
that.
So, Coach,
All right, back
Coach,
on the rails.
Yeah.
Sorry. my
What?
bad.
This is your first year, yes?
So I have coached. I mean, I coached at NC State.
But first year here.
This is my first year coaching at Heritage. Yes.
Yeah. So what's the outlook like?
Back.
You're getting to know all these young women, and what's the outlook for the squad?
I mean, I'm not super familiar with high school softball right now, but when I go to practice and I think we look pretty good, I can't help but to think like we have to have a shot at conference, right? Like, as a competitor, my goal is we want to go win conference, we want to make it to playoffs, and hopefully build a program that eventually is winning a state title.
Now, pardon the ignorance here, because I'm unfamiliar with this area here. But are you in the same conference as
the SWAC?
The SWAC.
We are in the northern. Oh gosh,
Do you know, ladies? Who's crickets? Crickets. I don't, okay, so you're not in the SWAC.
No, we're with Wakefield, Wake Forest.
Okay. So
SWAC
not
has
Apex Friendship. Those are the other two.
No.
Okay.
You're in the northern part of the territory. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
They're in the southern part of the territory.
Yes.
So do you know what that competition looks like? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, Wake Forest and Wakefield both have great pitchers, and I mean that's just kind of how our sport goes. If you have a really good pitcher, or if you have a combination of a really good pitching staff, you're a good team.
Yes, you are.
Ladies,
yes,
what do you think the strength of your squad's going to be this year? What are you looking at and you think the strength is?
We have a lot of fast players, and when we do practice and stuff, everyone's really fast, so I feel like that's going to help us a lot this season. Yes.
Good. Speed kills.
Speed kills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you a stolen base threat?
Yes.
How many did you steal last year?
I honestly have no clue, but a lot of times I get on base, I would steal.
Okay.
Nice. Emily? Base stealer?
No.
Bomb hitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
gotta have both.
apparently, if they miss the rise ball, you're going to crush it. So
Apparently.
Yeah,
that's
better.
good.
No pressure.
So, Coach Janetti, what's the stamp you're trying to put on the program? You have an extensive playing history and coaching history, but you're first-time high school coach, and you got to put your stamp and build your culture. What's the focus there?
I really feel like our sport right now is so focused on like playing travel ball and getting recruited to college, and it's exhausting. And I, as an instructor, have seen so many kids lately having such serious cases of burnout that they either quit altogether or they decide, they will finish high school, but they don't want to play in college anymore. When 3 or 4 years ago, it was like all they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, the culture that I want to build and the atmosphere that I want to have is we're competing, we're going to work to get better every day, but I want the kids to end this career and look back and say, high school softball was really fun.
Yeah.
Like, it was enjoyable. I had passion. It wasn't one of those things where, like, when you're in travel ball, every at-bat can feel like you're going to make or break your college recruiting career, which we know that's not true, but the amount of pressure that's there, sometimes it feels like that.
So what is it that you'll bring to practice and to your season that's going to enable it to be fun?
I honestly feel like we have fun. It's not to the point where, like, if they make a mistake, I'm going to lose my mind. Or you know how some coaches are just like, everything has to be exactly perfect. I feel like I'm a little more laid back now than I was when I was coaching before. I was also coaching at a different level. Coaching in the ACC is very serious, and your job's on the line. So there's not a lot of time for fun. And looking back, I don't think that was the coach that I really am inside. I think that was a coach that I was kind of playing the role of at that time. And now, 12 years later, when I go to the field, it makes me happy. Like when I come home and my husband was like, how's practice? I'm like, let me tell you all the stuff we did. And I told the girls the other day when I got there, I was like, are you guys ready for the best part of your day? Yeah. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, well, let's do it. Whatever is going on in your life, when you walk through the gate, we're just going to practice, and we're going to have fun with this, and we're going to enjoy it, and we'll deal with all that crap when we leave.
Love it.
Yeah, that's
Love
great.
it.
That's great. You
Do
guys
it for
feel
the love of the game.
You guys feel that? You feel that from Coach?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a new environment for you that you guys? I mean, you guys upperclassmen have been around a little bit, so is that sort of a different vibe?
I'd say for me at least, because I've had problems in the past with feeling so much pressure on the field, like just on and off. It's made the game a lot less fun for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. Emily, how about you?
I don't really have an opinion on that. Our last coach was pretty chill too, and
I
she
hit bombs.
had a lot of fun with us. So, but I feel like Leanna's bringing a lot of fun and energy that wasn't there before either.
So what do you guys do
so
as individuals off the field to break away and just kind of relax? And, you know, do you guys hang out together off the field and stuff?
Yeah,
we
I
do
mean,
sometimes.
Me and Avery will just just go to the gym or random places all the time. But I mean,
yeah, Emily and Avery are like this. I told them at practice the other day, I was like, "You two, shut up, stop talking." And they were like, "Fine."
Are there activities though outside of working out, outside of softball? You like horses, so you do the horse thing. But is there activities?
We'll get
skiing?
together
You
and
can't
like
ski
go
in this area,
eat
can
or
you?
something, or like just go tell each other what happened today. Like that's what we did
Just
before
hanging
we
out.
came
oh,
here.
yeah, debriefs about the day, sitting in the car, just
Where-
talking.
So where do you guys go to eat together?
We've gone to Jeremiah's.
Oh yeah.
What is Jeremiah's?
What's that?
It's like an Italian ice and ice cream. It's like, what is it, like
Ooh.
gelato?
It's like a Rita's?
Like Rita's.
It's so good.
Yeah. That
What's
sounds
your
delicious.
flavor of choice?
Oh, I get cotton candy and vanilla ice cream.
Ooh,
Okay.
that sounds
That's
very
beautiful.
sweet to me.
It's good because
Yeah,
their
it sounds
their
good.
ice cream is good too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Avery,
Mhm.
flavor of choice?
I like chocolate with the little Oreo crumbles. Those are good.
Sam?
Delicious.
That's what I get too.
Yeah. Coach?
It's not really my thing. I went there once, and I'm a texture person, and it's
Yeah,
not
like
really
it.
ice cream, and it's
Yeah.
not really
Yeah.
Italian ice, and I did not really
I
love
know
that.
exactly what you mean. You do have Rita's down here? Rita's
don't
is like
know
a
what
na-
Rita's is.
Not like a
So
national
Rita's
brand.
is like a
It's like
Italian
that.
ice and ice cream. Yeah.
It's Italian
No, I
ice
don't
and
think
ice
we
cream.
do.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
we do, I've
okay.
never been.
Avery,
All right.
as a senior, how's academics? How are we looking?
It's good.
Balanced?
Yeah, I like to have my second semester pretty laid back usually. So my
Okay.
softball season usually doesn't interfere with my academics.
Now, junior year, Emily, though.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
Oh, yeah, it's a little rough. How you
Yeah,
doing? You balancing it all right? So you're ready for the season and balancing all that? No.
She said
Love the honesty
there's a
here.
lot of work. Unfortunately I have my AP classes this semester, so like now I gotta figure out how
Are you learning about all this, Sam? Like, you getting ready for this, right?
Yes,
You
I'm
understand-
starting to do all my APs right now, and it's pretty tough. But
Okay, good.
All right. What's the goal this year? I mean, you got a new coach. I know you got a tough conference. I mean, have you guys defined any goals for yourselves this year?
I mean, a potential goal is probably to win conference
Yeah.
and
steal
make it to
steal
states.
bases.
Where'd you finish
Yeah.
last year?
third.
Third in the conference?
Yes, sir.
Does that put you into playoffs or no?
It did.
It did. How far did you get there?
One game.
Okay. Oh, it's one more
okay.
than some played, I guess, right?
Yep.
How did that game go?
It
was
was
close.
Yeah, it was
Yeah?
a good
Close
game,
Okay.
and then like last inning.
Yeah, who'd you
So it's
play?
okay. Fuquay?
Yeah, it was
Fuquay.
Fuquay.
Fuquay. That's a tough word to say, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see it on paper, I struggle. I always want to throw an R in there. Is there an R in there?
It's in the there's,
Verena.
like,
You're thinking
Berkeley?
of Fuquay Verena.
Yeah.
It's really like two.
There's not an R in
But now they
for,
changed
for
to Fuquay High
Fuquay?
School.
No?
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Derailing.
Coach, you got your staff ready?
Staff, like pitching staff?
No, like coaching
coaching
staff.
staff.
Yes. So I actually I have an assistant coach named Anna Kate Gilchrist, and
Shout out.
she was Anna Kate. Yep. She was one of my pitching students from maybe 8th grade
Oh, cool.
until she
That's awesome.
graduated. So she's very familiar with me and my personality and how I coach. She played 4 years at Barton. She pitched and played position when she wasn't pitching. So she's an amazing resource. She's young. I think we'll work very well together, but we're also very different. So I think she's going to bring a different look for the girls.
That's great. That's great. You guys excited for the season? Like, you guys ready to roll?
Yes.
Because it's only like 2 days away, right?
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah. What do tryouts look like, Coach? What's your tryout program look like?
Unfortunately, at Heritage, we're not going to have enough. I don't, unless something crazy happens, but we don't have enough to have a JV.
Oh.
So I'm anticipating maybe 21 are going to try out, and we're going to keep 14 or 15. So I'm going to have to make some cuts. And the girls that have been coming to workouts are all, travel ball players, committed players, great players. And it's really unfortunate that we just don't have the numbers to keep everybody, because I think like some younger kids are right there, but they're just not there yet. And I wish I had a team for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
So do
happen
we.
to know? Yeah. Do you happen to know sort of what the middle school, like what's going on in the 7th and 8th grade?
Yes,
where
and
you,
it looks awesome.
so you
Oh,
think
that's
the
good.
JV program
yeah,
will
we were actually talking about that today. Like I have, as my students, I have 2 of the 7th grade pitchers and 1 of the catchers that comes in all the time. And the guy that just got hired as the middle school coach, shout out to Josh.
Josh.
Yeah. He's kind of asking me questions like, what do you do in this situation? How are you going to call in the pitches so that he can have them ready when they get to me next year
great.
and the next year. Yeah,
That's
so
great.
and we've talked about doing some camps together or just some kind of outreach stuff where maybe we'll go to their games and they'll come to our games. So it's more of like a program, even though it's you know, separate middle school and high school.
How are you going to call in those pitches? Can you guys use electronic devices this year?
No, but baseball can. I learned that today.
Right, same in Virginia.
I just learned that.
It's nonsense.
BS.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Equal opportunity.
I'm
Come
old
on.
school, so I am not into the armbands.
You touching faces?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Shout out to you.
And I do have a brag moment.
Go for
please.
I coached, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years, because I did coach high school for 2 years, 10 or 12 years ago. My signs on my face have never been picked, knock on wood.
All right. Now you're going to have everyone staring you
They're
down
gonna
every
try.
game.
Good luck.
Well,
Keep trying.
I
I
have
got
an
tricks.
embarrassing moment that's related to this. I was on a conference call, a video conference call one time at work, and I sort of forgot that I was on video, and I was just doing stuff. I was practicing some new. I swear to God, I'm like this, right? I'm on video, and I'm like.
For your travel team?
Those are mine.
I was practicing some signs.
Unbelievable.
And all of a sudden
What are they
realized that
saying?
they must have thought I had like Tourette's or
This
something.
guy's
what is this guy doing?
They definitely did.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you one hand, two hands?
One.
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sort of building on that, what
Fastball
can
away.
What
Dang
can,
it! I'm busted.
He nailed it already.
It's all on video too, you know.
What can these girls expect? Like, I mean, they haven't been on the field with you a ton. Like, what can your players expect from you?
I think that I put a lot of emphasis on basic mechanics. I'm not fancy. We're not out there running trick plays and trying to do all these, crazy. Like sometimes I watch these videos of instructors and they're doing all these drills that make zero sense to me. And I'm like, how is this making you hit a ball better? Like you're doing 3 spins and a squat and a swing, So I think I really appreciate the basics of if you execute X, Y, and Z, you're going to get the result that you want. Keeping everything simple, keeping everybody happy and focused in on a common goal. But I also think that they can expect us to become one unit, which includes the coaching staff too. And that includes the parents too. And that's kind of maybe an unpopular opinion that I have is, if we're going to be a family and I have these girls bought in, I need all the parents bought in because when they leave and they go home, I need all the parents to have my back too. So I think everybody's going to be working well together. And I think that when you add all those things up, that's when you find success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love
Avery,
that.
Avery, I have a question for you. So this is very important. Who chose this walk-up song
love
for
this
you? Because
song.
it was not you, right?
This is not me.
So why? How
love
did
it.
this?
It's the Rick Roll song, right? Isn't that whole?
Tell us.
You
Tell
got
us
Rick rolled.
Yeah,
tell
you
us
got
how
Rick
this,
rolled, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
So I don't love picking walk-up songs when I go up to bat. It's just not something I'm a fan of. But our past coach insisted that everyone has a walk-up song last season and my sophomore year. So she was asking around. She's like, "Well, if you don't pick a walk-up song, someone's gonna pick one for you." And word got out to my mom, and my mom sent in to our coach and said, use this as her walk-up song because I always send TikToks to my mom and the Rick rolls.
Okay.
So
yeah.
she
We
decided to
nailed
send
it.
that song.
We're not that old.
No, I am. What is a Rick roll?
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm not
it have to do
qualified to
something with
speak
Rick
on it. I
Astley?
just know what it is.
Avery,
Matt.
go ahead. Explain a Rickroll.
It's just when it's any kind of, I guess, video and you're watching and then all of a sudden Rick Astley pops up and he's singing.
Okay.
Then you got Rick roll.
I've seen a Rick roll.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that's what they called it. I love this song though. Great choice. Emily,
love
what?
that song?
I love that song.
Okay.
I love that song.
Really?
Yeah. I might. You know what? On the way home,
You
first
and
song.
Kevin are gonna Rick roll it on the
First
way
song.
home.
Yeah.
Okay.
First iTunes
Does
songs
he
I'm
sing
gonna
"You
play.
Dropped a Bomb on Me"? Is that the
No,
same
no,
guy?
no.
Never mind. I'm not old enough.
That's
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
the Gap Band, by the way.
Ooh,
Just
that's
a
a tough pull right there.
Yeah.
So we know you don't steal bases. We know you hit bombs. I get the sense from you that maybe after you hit a bomb, you flip a bat.
I have yet to flip a bat after I've hit a
How
bomb.
dare
Because
you.
I'm always like, I don't know. Every time I hit it, I'm like, oh,
You're
I
not
better
sure?
go.
Yeah.
I dare you to do it.
Yeah, I dare you. I dare you to.
I don't know because like imagine
She's
how
a
parents
former
gotta make
pitcher.
sure it's out.
If it doesn't go out,
You better
if
make
it's
sure
not
it's
out
You
and I
gotta make
flip
sure it's
the
going out.
bat and then I have to go pick it
That's
up.
the worst. Yeah.
The former pitchers don't like the bat flip.
Hey, listen. One way or the other, you're going to get publicity,
Yeah.
right? Either embarrassingly or otherwise.
And I'd rather
but-
it not be.
No. All right. What's your walk-up song?
I don't remember the name of mine from last season.
Okay.
Well, then it should be this
sing it.
then.
No.
We're just gonna keep ripping 80s music.
Well, yeah, I mean, because Coach brought it up, so.
Oh, see, I was gonna say as a pitcher, this cannot be your walkout song. No.
I don't even know what it is.
No.
You dropped a bomb on me.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like
Oh,
right
yeah.
at the pitcher.
I sang. This was someone's walk-up song, and I found myself singing it as I was warming up once, and that batter hit a home run off me, and I was like, I hate this song.
Yeah, I'm never playing this
I
song
will never
again.
sing this song again.
Yeah.
And did you hit her with the next pitch?
I should have. If I didn't,
What about you, Samantha? Do you have one?
My walk-up song was Pure Water.
I don't know that one.
It's good, Sam.
Is it?
I don't
Pure
know.
Water?
Popular
Yeah,
walk-up
it's pretty
song, I think.
good.
Who sings Pure Water?
One of the new
Don't
guys.
remember.
One of the new guys.
One of the new guys.
Like Migos or something. right?
Yeah,
Migos,
something
but-
like that.
Yeah, but
All right, so you're not
it has
flipping-
the little E with the box on it, so I
Oh,
got
that's
I got to be
okay.
careful.
we can
I
beep
played
it
the
out.
clean version though,
We
so
can beep it out. All right, so we're not flipping bats. That's fine. That's fine. But if you really, if you really hit one good and you know it's gone, just like a little, like not disrespectful,
Yeah.
just a little bit of flair. I want to see a little bit more flair. You know what I mean?
Well, I think I celebrate when I run the bases.
What do you do? Do you hop? Do you jump? Do you throw your arms up in the
I
air?
have hopped, yeah.
Yes.
before.
I've seen the hop skip. Yeah, I've seen the hop skip a
But
couple of times.
sometimes I'll hit over the travel season. I hit one out and I ran too fast before I
yeah.
I think like sometimes I'm like I don't want to like
Show up.
be too like
Yeah.
crazy about it. So
Yeah.
I'm like always like
Yeah, there's a little
I
bit
just
of
like run and
you
get
know,
it
act
over
like
with.
you've been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
yeah, sure.
You know, there's
sure.
a little bit of
But
that.
there's also a lot of emotion, and
How about when you
particularly
steal a base, Sam? Like when you slide in a second, are you like just fist pumping or
I mean, I
shooting
give a little
arrows,
clap
or-
sometimes.
Do you do the? Oh, you don't do the
No
the
flexing?
muscle pose,
No.
flexing? No, that's what Mark would do.
You just golf claps them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah.
all right.
that's great.
Coach, but you're encouraging the celebration, yeah? Within reason, of course.
Within a lot
Respectfully.
of reason.
She's
If
an
Emily
ex-pitcher.
Hit, yeah,
She
if
doesn't let
Emily
the
hit
hitters-
a giant bomb and did a little bat flip, I'm
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit.
I love that.
All right, ladies, we asked this question of all of our
Oh,
guests.
they probably know what's coming.
I don't know. People have been researching this. If you
Yeah.
pulled out your phone right now, which emoji would you use the most, or that is your most favorite emoji?
Probably a pink heart.
A
Pink heart. Okay.
Yes.
A pink
You
heart,
send
not
just-
a red heart.
No, I like pink better, so I use
Okay.
the pink one.
Okay. Now the one with all the extra little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Emily.
That emoji that's like it's like half of the emoji and it's like straight face and then his hands like that. I tend to use that one a
What does
lot.
that mean?
Who do you send that to and why?
So it'll like I'll like send it to my friend and it'll be like a good luck kind of thing. Or like I have to go. I think it's like I'll have to like go talk to somebody. Like I wouldn't want to talk to somebody in like a store or something. So I'm like texting my friend like, oh, I don't want to do it. And then she'll be like, oh, good luck. And like I'll just send that as like a like
Okay.
yeah, like
It's like a
here I
salute.
go. Yeah.
All right, Avery.
I like the emoji with the two eyes, like the side eye.
The googly.
Yeah, you have to show us which one. Let's see the face.
You have to do it. On your own face.
The one where it's only the only eye.
Yeah, it's only eyes.
I like this. I like this one.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the two hands. I like the one hand.
Oh, the one hand.
one hand.
Which is like
Yeah, like.
I send this one to Sean all the time.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen the troll?
Yes.
Do you use the troll?
I use all emojis. Any emoji can be a good emoji. You just got to find a good use for it.
When would you use the troll emoji exactly?
I use it when I'm talking to my brother.
Right
to,
after you
like,
get
reference him.
To reference him.
Yeah.
Not in the most positive light, I assume.
No, like we'll just be joking around and then like
You troll.
There you go.
What about you, Leanne?
The favorite one.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah.
the one-handed. The one.
Just
But
one.
is that a smile? That's what that is. I
That's
don't know if
kind
I
of
know
like,
that one.
well, that's me. So
Oh, okay.
Nice.
take it or leave it.
Yeah. Very good.
What are you guys looking most forward to this season? What about this season are you saying, man, really looking forward to this, whether it's a specific game or looking forward to your senior season or whatever it might be. So what are you looking forward to? Sam, what are you looking forward to?
I'm just really excited to get back on the field with all my school teammates because I don't have many classes with them because we're all like in different grades and stuff, but softball we can all talk, and I'm just really excited to be back with everyone.
Okay. Emily?
I'd say I'm most excited to like get to know everybody just because like we have a lot of freshmen that are coming up, and like I know like everybody, but like I'm like excited to like get to know all of them and like their personalities and play with them.
Awesome.
Avery?
I'm excited that it's not going to be as predictable this year. Well, like not as predictable, but there's a lot of change with all the teams. We lost almost our entire starting lineup, so it's going to be very different. A lot of other schools we play lost very good seniors, so.
Coach, as you embark upon year one here at Heritage, what are you looking forward to the most?
I've actually mentioned this at practice a few times. Do any of you guys know what I'm going to say? Like I always say, there's going to be this one thing that happens. Is it? Like we're going to do something that's so, what would seem as insignificant when we practice, like a glove flip or we're going to do like the one thing that we just worked on, and we're going to win a game because of it. Or we're going to take like one extra base, and that's going to be the winning run. And I was like, I'm going to go crazy the day this happens. Like it's going to happen. Like one small thing's going to happen.
Yeah, I love that. I used to do that all the time. You work on these sort of like advanced things that, you know, after a drill set or whatever, and you're like, one of these days you're going to use this power move or the glove flip.
We're going to win 1-0 because of this.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
So as you're looking out on the calendar, your calendar out, you know who you're playing?
Yes. Yeah, although we did add our very first game against Apex, which is not on your calendar yet. You don't know that. We open up with the reigning state champions.
Yeah, good. Good way to start off the season.
Sure.
So you're looking at that schedule and you've seen it. Is there one team on there? Like you may not have the sort of this rivalry thing yet, being your first year. I don't know, but do you guys have somebody in your district? Yeah. Who is
Wakefield and Wake Forest.
Wakefield and Wake Forest circled.
Yeah.
And they would probably have you circled on their calendar as well. You think?
I think so.
Us or each other.
Now you're friends with these girls off the field, but pretty aggressive, competitive games when you play.
Yes.
Yeah, those are always the best. Love those.
Yeah.
Do you guys play travel?
Yeah. Yes.
What teams are you guys on?
I'm on the Fuquay Phenoms.
I'm on National Garner Kennedy.
Garner Kennedy?
I don't play travel anymore. I finished this fall, but I was on NC Spark.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Ladies, you have been a blast. Relax. It's over, right? It's all good.
I thought you guys killed it.
You guys did fantastic. It was awesome. So we're gonna wish you guys an awesome season, and hopefully you guys.
There's pure water, man.
This is pure water.
Yeah. All right.
I picked a clean version.
No masterpiece.
Yeah.
Look at him, man.
I know these.
I love it.
I'm a coach. I got to learn some of these.
You're a lot younger than you look.
Ladies, have a great season. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
You got it. Hang there.
Some of the bad, they harassing me. They like me cause I rap and be with the athletes. Stop asking me, I know they mad at me. Nah.
All right, we are wrapping up our Raleigh area Media Day high school softball season preview with the Wolverines from Wakefield High School.
Welcome, welcome. You should have let that one run a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a good song. Whose song is that? Coach's?
Possibly our new, our beginning of the game song, yeah.
Right, we were talking about the Super Bowl, and it was sort of, it's what unfortunately, the Niners came out to, right? So we are joined, the Wolverines head coach, Danny Insco. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks for coming, and who'd you bring with you tonight?
I'll give them the pleasure of introducing themselves.
Awesome.
My name's Brooke Massingo. I'm a senior. I'm committed to play at East Carolina University, and I'm a catcher.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My name's Noah Gruno. I'm committed. I'm a senior, and I'm committed to Marymount University, and I'm a middle infielder.
Welcome to Virginia when you come up.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm Maddie Lampman, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm a catcher.
Awesome. You
Two
guys
catchers.
look like a super fun group. I'm just
Yeah,
laying it out
very
there right
excited
now.
about this one.
Coach is
It's gonna be a
smiling
good
ear to
one.
ear. So,
Yeah,
Coach,
yeah,
tell
yeah.
us a little bit about these three. What's going on with them? Because they look like an awesome, fun group.
They are. And I mean, it was tough picking three. I was like, Mark, can I have the whole team?
Well,
yeah. I picked them for various reasons, but they have a lot of personality. Brooke, as she stated, is going to ECU and playing softball, and she's been with our program for 4 years, and she's lightened up a little bit now that she's picked her school. The last few years, I think she's been all business,
time, yeah.
sometimes too much all business. Yeah. And Noah's also, as she said, going to college to play, but also focusing more so on what school offered her major. And then Maddie, I liked having a sophomore just because Maddie has been, I don't know what the word would be, but Maddie's been brought into our family, and she's gotten to see at as a freshman last year what these two, Brooke and Noah, have created, not just them, but this senior class, what kind of environment and climate they've created. And that's why I wanted Maddie here, so she can share, her perspective as an underclassman.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk the two commits first for a hot second here. So, Brooke, talk a little bit about your journey to ECU and Go Pirates, and talk a little bit about what that's like.
It was definitely a process. I play for a team called Lady Lightning Gold outside of school softball, and I think that they really helped with my commitment. I play all around the country, so that's fun.
Yeah, Corn's team.
Who's
your coach?
LLG Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I play for a DPS, which is his 18U team.
Yeah,
gotcha. Did you play with Lily Wools?
I did, yes. I played with Lily Wools last year.
Lily.
She's in college now.
Yeah. She got her first
Love all
dub.
the Wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Oh, Lily did?
Yeah.
She
I play
started the
with
first game.
Lily's little sister right now, actually. Her name's Chloe.
Chloe.
She's
Yeah.
a baby.
We are very familiar.
I play
love
with
that
Chloe. She's
family.
on my team.
She's playing 18U as a freshman.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
and
not too
then
bad.
Soph, preceded
ECU.
you.
Sophie, too. Yeah, she played for ECU.
Yeah.
So she tells me all about it.
Yeah, she can give you some good perspective.
She just graduated last year.
Coach,
so.
She works with us up in Northern Virginia. She's one of our trainers.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Coach
she's
Winkler
great.
just got a big milestone victory as well, so that's
Yes.
pretty cool. So.
They had a great, successful weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations to you, and we're happy to have you on the wall, and we're happy to see you continue your season. And Noah, talk a little bit about your journey to Marymount.
Yeah, so I had a different journey than Brooke did because, I committed very late. I committed about a couple months, maybe 4 months ago. And I would say it was kind of a surprise because I was debating, do I want to go to college to play? Do I not want to go to college to play? And I was approached by Coach Page, and she was like, hey, I really like you, and I really like your style and stuff. Would you like to come out for a visit? And I was like, are you serious? What? So I went out, and I really liked it. I really liked the idea of a smaller school, and it had a lot I wanted, as a school. I had a really good criminal justice program, really good psychology program, and just overall, it just, fit what I wanted as a person who, favors academics over softball, but also favors the sport itself.
Yeah, well, that's awesome for you, and good luck to you. We're huge Coach Page fans as well.
Sorry, Matt. Are you sort of a city personality?
I mean, I grew up in Seattle, Washington, and I moved out here when I was 6, so I don't remember much. But I would like to get back in the city. I really like the Ballston area.
Yeah, you are right there.
Area.
Yeah.
Did you know Coach before?
I did not.
She's from around here, right? Didn't she? Wasn't
yeah,
Paige
she spent some time down here. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Maddie, are you playing outside of high school right now?
Yes, I play. We actually just switched organizations. We were playing with Lady Dukes, and now we're at the Crossfire. It was actually just a very recent switch, but I'm really enjoying it so far.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. Coach, what's the outlook this year? What are you looking forward to? What do you think's going to happen? It sounds like we've talked to a few other schools, and it sounds like you're part of the conference has got some legit talent.
Oh, no doubt. For us, I mean, we have our goals and set forth, and they'll be, the team kind of knows. One thing I do once the summer ends, or once our season ends in the summer in my office, I have a whiteboard that I sit down and reflect and look at what we did last year, and I write our goals up on my board, and the girls kind of like that. After every one of those gets accomplished, they like coming in and checking it off throughout the season.
Can you share
Yeah, absolutely. You want, I mean, like our
like legitimately what's on the board. Yeah,
win a state championship, no doubt.
Oh,
like
awesome.
that's, you know, I've obviously as a coach have said that in the past, but it's one of those that, you know, could it happen? Maybe, but
it's
truly,
always
I mean, if we're not there 4 months from now, from this, you know, tonight, I'd be upset with myself, not them, but I feel like, you know, as long as I can stay out of their way and let them do their thing, we're gonna play for a state championship.
Now, where'd you finish last year?
So we finished in the 4th round. We lost to Topsail in a 9-inning 1-0 game, and they went on to play Apex, who, again, we had played Apex early in the year and beat them 5-0.
Is that right?
Again, different team. You know, they started peaking and doing really well.
And they were down in all those games in the finals, right? And
They
they
were.
fought their way back.
Yeah, they're a gritty team and have a great coach. And, you know, we play them again this season, so it'll be another – I don't know who they're returning, but I know it'll be another little kind of measuring stick for us. But, yeah, and besides that, winning our conference – Wake Forest was in the, you know, our conference had 2 of the Final 4 teams in the East region last year, which is pretty crazy, right, if you think about it. And, you know, they probably will be back there again competing just like us. So besides winning, you know, baby steps, but we'll take conference championship over that. We would definitely love to be playing for state championship.
Is it a similar makeup in terms of the girls coming back, or did you lose a lot of kids?
No, so very blessed. We have basically 15 out of 17 returning.
Oh, good. Very nice.
Out of starters, we have basically 8 out of 9,
Awesome.
7 out of 9, depending on, you know, which lineup we go with. Maybe even you could say 8 out of 10 with the DP, right? But yeah, we have a lot of people back. We have tons of talent. I think our biggest obstacle maybe this year is, you know, in the past people knew about us, but last year obviously I think we got a little more recognition, and now we're that team that
Now everybody's after you.
yeah. And not only that, right? We know what we're capable of, right?
Yes.
And that can be a good thing or a bad
So
thing.
what are the strengths of the team? You know, you talk very, very highly about what these kids can do. You know, ladies, what do you think the strength of the team is with all these returners?
I'd say, sorry.
I think we just have like a great bond. It feels like a family whenever
That's
we're
what I was
playing
gonna say.
together. And then we're just coached by 2 amazing coaches, 3 amazing coaches
Yes.
actually, because we just added one last year. But for my freshman, my sophomore, my junior, my senior year, it just feels like a family.
We are very connected. Like we all love each other. We have so much fun together. Before games, after games, like during wins, like during big games, like we have so much energy that it just makes people want to play. Like it just makes games so exciting, and it brings all of our team together. Like we all have such a strong bond that we have each other's backs like throughout the entire season. Like it just builds every single game, and it's just awesome.
Do you guys hang a lot off the field?
I feel like even now, like I'll text Maddie like every single day, and I'll be like, "Hey, 643, what are you doing? Let's go get some catching work in." Then I'll text Noah like every day, "Hey, let's go work out." Because right now, me and Maddie are in basketball season, so we don't do workouts with the rest of the softball team, and we're not even gonna. I'm not gonna be there for tryouts. I don't think she'll be there either.
But you notice Brooke threw in the coaching comments, so she's working the trial. She knows she's.
I was gonna say everybody seems media trained.
But she's gonna miss trial, so she threw in that thing about us coaches.
So
good job, bro.
So you
I'm
got
gonna make sure she made the team this year.
So you got a really close knit team. You guys are friends on and off the field. But on the field, what is the skill set? Are you guys winning with long home runs? Is it defense? Is it pitching? Is it all the above?
I think it's all the above. I really think it's
It's
all
all the way
around.
around. Like every aspect of our team has every single person brings a different piece of the puzzle.
Everybody
to
has
play.
different
It's
roles.
Obviously we're known for our enthusiasm for the game. We're all loud. I don't know a single person on our team who is not loud. We're also known for obviously Brooke, she's had countless of home runs over her seasons, but we're not just known for that. We've had players step up to the bat and just rocket a home run, and we're like, what? What? But we're just known also for our grit. I feel like definitely the workouts that INSCO provides, everyone shows up. And if you don't show up, it's like, where were they today? But usually they have a reason they weren't there. Everyone shows up.
You guys good at holding each other accountable for all that stuff?
Yes,
we definitely all we love working out together. I think workouts during summer especially, I love workouts during summer. That's, as a freshman coming in last year, that was my number one way to make the bond with the team. That's how I started feeling so accepted. That's when I started fully loving softball, was when I started coming to the summer workouts last year. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And do you go by Insco?
I do.
I
yeah.
love that. We should have just put one name on there.
Yeah,
It's like
Madonna.
Yeah, Prince.
Cher.
Insco. I love that. That's great.
No relation to the pitcher at NC State, is there?
No, but I follow her because on through the school account I see that. Yeah, and she just had like 8 Ks.
Yeah,
or something.
she killed it this weekend. Yeah,
I know. So I'm kind of like the Oz behind the screen of our Twitter account. So it's not like mine, and I want to be like, yeah, way to go Insco, but then they're like, why is this person?
Right. Claim cousin or something.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as she, and I'm a State fan, so there you go. So
There you
win-win.
go.
But I was like the girls. What'd you say?
Because you said you're an NC State fan. She's like, uh-oh.
I know, yeah. Definitely. But I'll be a Pirate fan next year.
Go Pirates.
Yeah.
So you've got you've got these lofty objectives. You got probably a little bit of a target on your back.
Yeah.
When you guys look out at the schedule this year, I don't know if you're looking through the schedule, if you're looking at every individual game, but ladies in particular, is there a game on the schedule that you circle? And look at it. I see Maddie's smiling. Who's the rival that you guys are up
Do we
against?
non-conference?
I think we all agree. We all agree on
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
It's going to be the biggest game
But
of
why?
the year.
Why?
Just because last year we've played them multiple times, and every single the 15 inning game, like that's like
So-
legendary,
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
So we played 3 times, a total of 15, 9, 20. I don't know. I'm a
27?
PE teacher, by the way. Yeah, like 30.
About 30 innings.
Over 30 innings in 3 games, and they all came down to basically
so
one or
intense the
two
whole
runs.
time,
One or
like-
2 runs.
Do you guys have
decided.
lights on your field?
We do not.
Nope.
That's
How do you
why.
play
That's why
a
we just
15
stopped.
inning game?
Yeah, we
So-
just
we
stopped.
had to
So
stop
we-
it and go to a different.
We played it a month
whole
later.
different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our schedule is with our Wake County or in North Carolina. You can play pretty much. You play 3 games a week to get your 24 season. You got 8 weeks to get 24 games in.
Right.
So looking at 3 a week, unless you play on a Saturday.
Okay.
So with us, we played Wake Forest, went 15 inning. Well, went 14.
Yeah.
And then played one more.
And we were like,
Played one more.
yeah, well,
the
we
next
were
time.
like, when do we finish this? Because we have a game Monday, y'all have a
Right.
game Wednesday. So we had multiple games. So we played them at their place a few weeks later.
Yeah.
We're like, maybe we finish it after this game. Well, that game went 9 innings.
Oh my
And by that
God.
point, it's like 10. And we're like, we're not playing. We don't know how. Yeah, so they basically traveled to us to play 1 inning.
Who came
and
out on top?
They did.
Ah.
They did.
Yep. So
But
then
that's
we
okay. We beat them in the conference
we did.
championship.
Yes,
We
we
beat
did.
them in the conference
Tournament, in the
championship.
tournament, yeah.
One that mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we played them again in the tournament. And that game at
Most
one point
fun
was
game.
1-1. I was like, here we go again. You know?
Yeah,
That's
that was
incredible.
every
Yeah.
single time we play them. It's just like a nail biter. Like
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen next. Like any person for either team could pop a home run. Like literally anything could happen. Like it's very intense every single time.
Yeah.
we play
And great
tennis.
pitching. I mean,
Yes.
we have a great pitcher. They have a great pitcher. It's,
Mutual respect on both sides.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
could scratch sophomore off of Maddie's card because she's just comfortable as can be up there.
Yeah,
no way,
Yeah.
man. That'd be so
So
funny.
while we're on the subject, Coach always likes to ask, because you guys have this rivalry, Coach always likes to ask, in your conference or in your area, of all the teams that you play, who are those other players that you're like, man, I really like the way she plays. Like her game is awesome. Even if she's on a competitive team, you respect them. Part of our mission at 643 is this notion of being powered by girls, right? Powered by young women. So we want to lift them up, even if they're our competitors. So is there anybody that sticks out to you?
Joe Livingood.
Yeah, Joe.
She's actually, so Noah used to play with her, but now she's on my younger team. So it's like I see her every time I practice.
Oh, she's an LLG girl too,
yes,
right?
and she's a pitcher, so I catch her all
I
the
play
time.
her. She plays my team.
She
It's a
just committed
rivalry.
somewhere, right?
She
She just committed to
North
UNC.
Carolina.
Yeah.
She's
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tall,
She's super
long.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would also like to say Sadie Smith. She plays for Rollsville. She got hurt during one of our games last year, but I played with her on my previous travel team and now my new travel team. She is amazing. Her grit. She comes here all the time.
Yeah.
So she's definitely someone you have to look out for.
For me, it's Kaylee Bowers. She was a freshman last year. She's on my travel team, but she started as a freshman, stepped in as a middle infielder, like for Wake Forest. She plays for Forest, which is a very competitive team. They all have very good talent, but the most hardworking player I know. She comes here every single day. Like we'll come here at night. Like we'll do whatever she can to just be better at the game. It's incredible to watch her. Like, and her attitude is just amazing. Like the best aspect of the game you can look at.
I want to bring, for spring breaks or something, we got to come down and play these. So we both coach high school.
Oh, awesome.
As well up in Northern Virginia. We I want to come down and play these
We've
guys.
been talking about doing like ESPN brings two football teams together from different states and plays. Like why can't 643 do that?
So we have we have 2 open weeks.
Yeah.
Still not too late.
Problem is, do we?
So I don't know what you guys' rules are here, but you guys play. You said 24 regular season games.
Correct.
We are only allowed to play 20.
Okay. So we could have a fun scrimmage.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
So, I mean, we could come down here for spring break.
Yeah.
Me
play
too.
these guys.
You don't want to play Kevin, right? Well, they might want to play you. That'd be a
if
good
she
game.
hits bombs, I mean.
Yeah, well, Kevin hit 45 home runs in a high school season last year.
Yeah.
One girl had 18.
Kevin did.
I would say we had a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a lot.
So
too.
we've probably had mid-20s the last 2 seasons, like upper 20s.
That'd probably be a good game. That'd be a good
I'd
game.
love it.
Yeah. No, it would be fun. I mean, let's talk.
Rockets red glare.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah. So we will play. They're a private school though, but we're playing a Virginia team this year in a Brunswick Academy. I don't know who they're.
Beach
Southern
school, I think.
Yeah, well, like Southern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Brooke, you might want to listen to the podcasts because I think your name came up
earlier
on that same question earlier about who you admire and who you look up to. Brooke Massengale came up by one of the. I don't remember who it was.
I think it was
who
Lauren.
was.
Do you know Lauren Archambault?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
on the
maybe it
Bullets.
was Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it might have been Lauren.
It's very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
But
So
Yeah,
props to you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, that's awesome that you. Anytime.
What's a practice look like? What do you guys do at practice that makes it fun, exciting, or different, or what's sort of a daily look at the Wolverines?
This should be interesting.
Wait, I want to say something.
Oh, okay.
So because INSCO always makes practice so much fun.
Yeah.
So we do warm-ups, but they're not your everyday kind of warm-ups. We'll play that game.
What's that
Give me that game where
game?
we have
What
to
is
get
that
in line.
game? What's it
We get in
called?
line and we do the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then
the one in the circle
with the
where you
circles.
jump.
And then
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Duck,
it's basically
duck,
like a
goose?
It gets intense.
hopscotch, and he has circles and it goes in a weird line, and you run through the circles, and then you meet each other, and you do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins
goes
goes to the back, and then what's the other one?
Poop deck.
Poop
Poop
deck.
deck.
Oh my gosh, that's so much
yeah.
fun.
So much fun. And then we played
There's
Spider
a
tag.
tic-tac-toe one too, right?
hit
Poop
an
deck.
eraser
Did I hear
or
that
something
right?
once.
Oh, eraser
Poop deck,
football.
yeah.
We
I
played
need-
I
I'm gonna
still
need
have
to
a
know
scar
about
from
poop deck.
that.
Yeah.
I still have a scar from eraser football.
Eraser football.
Eraser football,
One
yeah,
of
that's
us would
I forgot about
hide
that.
an eraser with us, and we would have to try and go and score and touch. It got so competitive. Oh my gosh.
We play 3-on-3 football as a part of pregame.
Oh wow.
Oklahoma
try
does
that
it. So
out.
if
Yeah, yeah.
Oklahoma can do it, we can do it.
True.
We should try
Works
that
for
out
them.
this year.
Yeah, and that's I mean
points.
we try different things, and some things stick and some don't, and some they're like,
That's
what
a
are you
new one.
doing?
Nice try.
Yeah.
INSCO.
But it looks like part of your culture, Coach, is this notion of togetherness and fun and energy and excitement. And ladies, would you agree that that's sort of the cornerstone of the
Totally.
culture?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. And what is it about Coach that allows that all to happen?
He gives everybody a shot. He likes to he sees potential in every single person he puts on this team, and he will work individually with you. He gives you the confidence that you need to move forward in the game, advance as a player, and he brings everybody together. And every single time we have a game, it just feels like he sees the potential you have. He knows that you can be a really great player.
How old are you? 15?
I'm 16.
16. So in 19 years, you'll be eligible to run for president of the United States. So,
Yeah.
Danny, what's your background?
I went to Chowan College to play football and baseball, and at some point once I graduated, I realized I had a teaching degree because I was like, what? I just want to coach. You got to, because in my mind I thought I'd come out of college and I was going to get hired by the 49ers. Right. I don't know. And then no, you got to teach at high school.
Somehow that
and then
didn't happen?
No,
You're like,
yeah.
what the
No,
hell?
I know. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had bills to pay. I'm like, what? So yeah, I grew up not far from Raleigh, played baseball, football, basketball. And then, as I said, I went to Chowan, played football, played baseball 1 year. Things didn't work out academically, which is a lesson learned. And I share that story. My wife is a dean at the high school, and she's like, you can't tell them that. I'm like, yeah, I have to. It's right. It's part of my story.
Yeah. You have daughters?
I don't. I have 2 sons. I have a 15-year-old and an 8-year-old. And so I had to teach, right? And my first job, I'll never forget it. I interviewed at a middle school, and I didn't know at the time the lady had left her position because she met some dude online, and this was like 20 years ago when that probably wasn't as popular.
She met him on MySpace.
Yeah, yes, and they don't know. Desperately needed somebody, which I didn't know. I was 23 and like I needed a job, and the lady was like, "Yeah, the job's yours under 2 conditions." I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't care. What are they? And she's like, well, you have to teach reproductive health safety to all girls. And I'm like, and then she's like, coach girls softball. And I was like, what? Anything but what? Because, I'm coming out of college, right? I'm that egotistical male athlete.
Yeah, you're a stud.
Yeah, and I'm like, girls softball. So anyhow, did it. Absolutely fell in love with the sport and the athletes. And, I just, from that point on, I coached middle school for, I don't even know, 10, 12 years.
I remember playing you.
Yeah, I played. Yeah, these two, Brooke and Maddie. Brooke and Noah I coached against in middle school, and just life things pop up, and I had an opportunity. I was at Wakefield Wakefield High School for 3 years, and went to another middle school, and just had the opportunity to come back, and things felt right, and it lined up with my kids' school, and I was like, absolutely. So here I am. So I've been besides that one little 2-year stint of middle school football, I was like, I can't stand middle school and high school guys, like athletes. I was like, that used to be me. Yeah. And I can't coach those people. Yeah. And I don't know, it clicks with the girls, right? It just
girls
something.
Are just better.
They are.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Ladies, what is it about Coach that inspires you? What is it about Coach that sort of makes it unique to play for?
I feel like definitely what Maddie said, he gives everyone a shot, no matter what. Like, I could let a ground ball go straight through my legs, which has happened before. But, and he will just, he's like, it's okay, you're fine. And I get another shot. Everyone gets a shot, no matter what. And he just believes in you no matter what. I feel like he has lifted me up more than any other coach ever has. One of the best coaches I've ever had, like easily.
I think I just respect him even more because it's the things that you don't see that he does. So the field, he has added so much to it. He'll always be out there working on it. Like I said, I play basketball right now, and I'm always at the school for basketball. But when I drive past the softball field to get to school for basketball, I'm like, who's on the field? And it's Insco, and he's working on the field.
It's beautiful.
We always are able to use the field. He has a lockbox, and we have the code to it. And whenever we want to get some work in, we can go and put work in on the field. And there's materials there for us that we can use. And I think that's something that makes me respect him even more.
It's also the stuff outside of softball and coaching. If you see him in the halls, I love having conversations with Insco. Just seeing him and talking to him, it's like he's an amazing coach. He doesn't get angry. He criticizes, but it's constructive criticism. Yeah. It's the good stuff. He tells you what you can do better to improve, but then he puts it in a way that it's he respects you as a person and a player and just a human. He sees you as an equal, and it's that's what you kind of want to see from a coach. That's the best thing you can get from a person, and it's awesome.
Wow,
that's got to feel good.
Man, I need a recording of this. Anytime I have a bad day. Wow. Well, thank you all.
That's impressive, man.
Well, the feelings
good
mutual.
You,
thank you all.
So ladies, as leaders of the program, I know it was tough for Coach to pick just 3 of you to come, but as leaders of the program, how do you give that same message and freshmen that come in, or obviously you're a sophomore this year, but how do you relay those positive messages? Because it sounds like your program is built on positivity.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like definitely as underclassmen and people come in, there is a fine line you need to learn. We work hard. It's not just all fun and games. Yeah. We work hard, definitely. Stanek and Insco both run us hard. But it's also the part where it's okay, sometimes we just need to understand each other, and it's the bonding moments, I feel like, definitely, that the underclassmen can get to feel like they're actually part of our team. Yes. And, we're a family.
We welcome everybody. I feel like I went to workouts this summer, and I met a bunch of new incoming freshmen, and I just feel like right away we clicked. So
what did you do to make that happen?
I just went up to them and introduced myself, and we clicked right away.
Yeah, and we do groups when we're in the weight room. We start, as they said, in June. I give them a few weeks off, and they're busy playing travel ball. So we, when we're lifting, it's more technique and it's awesome to hear, kind of, in behind the scenes, the reason, a big part of we're there is the bonding, is getting to know people. And I don't know how often that, they take that in, but hearing them say that is really cool. But yeah, so they have groups, I switch them up. And the other process that they probably don't realize is, me watching them as upperclassmen, like, honestly, I have it made. Like I train them as freshmen, and they know the lifts and they know the skill. And then when freshmen come in, they're like, hey, you're not doing this right. This is how you do it. And I get to step back and be like, wow, look at this process, right? And they take that role seriously, and they take pride in it. And again, I think so much of the stuff in the weight room carries over to the field, right? And again, hearing them talk about that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I can take it from a different perspective, coming in as an underclassman. Being a part of the family, like this class is amazing. I remember the first time I ever talked to Brooke before softball workouts had even started. My freshman year, before I was in high school, Brooke texted me and asked me to go get catching work with her, and I will never forget that, because like that's the kind of person, like, our team, that's how the people on our team are. Like, everybody is just so close knit and wants to help every single person get better. And like, as a incoming freshman, you feel so welcomed. Like, nobody leaves you out. It's not like harsh. You don't get scared. It's like everybody's friends.
So, Maddie, do you feel like, fast forward a year or two, when you get your driver's license, all right, are you going to be that one that's going to go pick up the freshman and go take her to the morning lift, or go to ice cream afterward? I mean, it seems like you have this perpetual thing that's just going to continue to sort of go, right?
I'm definitely going to try and carry the tradition of being amazing people from my teammates. And I'm just excited to like be able to be an upperclassman and help do exactly what they did for me coming in, and like helping the new people come in. And like, my sister will be here next year, and so I get to, hopefully, we'll see, play with her next year and like help her get adjusted to Wakefield and everything. And I'm going to try and do exactly what they did for me, and help all the people feel so welcome that come in and play.
Very cool.
Well,
very inspiring
you
stuff.
You guys are class acts.
No doubt.
No doubt about it. We can't imagine not having you guys in this program. And like I said, I don't know. I want to come down and play these guys, or have you guys up and play us or something.
I need to wait a year, but
yeah, it might have to be. Yeah, sorry, you might have to be next year.
Until they leave, and then we'll come down.
Come on.
But thank you, ladies, so much, Coach. Awesome. You should be very proud of these young women. They're fantastic.
Well, thank you all. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much.
We run this